What up, Dell? What up, Dell? Hold on, let me remove this. What's up, everybody? What's up? Y'all come on in the room. We about to be quick. I got about an hour to break down these topics, y'all. I got about an hour to break down these topics and for us to get into it. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, y'all can't hear me. I can hear myself. So that's how I know. Y'all come on, come on, come on. Don't you wanna go? What's going on, Miss Sharon? What's going on, guys? Child, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Hold on one second. I am sending out this live. As you can see, YouTube kind of playing with my numbers a little bit, but that's okay. Cause we can still give a show. Let me see. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. Shoot. Hold on, y'all. Try this one more time. And then we're going to get started. All right. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we got a couple things to get into. And I ain't going to hold y'all long. But let's get into some things. First, I want to make a announcement to you all. Listen, Atlanta, Georgia, Sunday, December the 15th, from 5 p.m. to 8:30 p.m., baby, we are back in the building. And let me tell you something. The team of people that I'm working with for this event, bro, I can't wait for y'all to see everything. I just cannot wait. So y'all make sure y'all get y'all tickets now. You use Klarna on our website, or if you want to go straight to Eventbrite to purchase your tickets, you can do that as well. We only have a few more VIP tickets left, so you need to make sure you grab your tickets. Let me tell you something. When you're elevating and you're going to higher heights, baby, it just is what it is, and I'm here for it. So make sure you get your tickets. Get your tickets now, okay? Get them now and do not wait. All right. All right, y'all. So y'all see the thumbnail here. So there's a couple things that we're going to be getting into. But first, all things are alleged in my opinion. All right. And I just want to set a few ground rules and then we're going to get right into the topics. All right. First and foremost, I want to say this. Please have respect in the chat and do not, I repeat, do not mention any content creators' names in the chat. Please and thank you so much for being respectful. Respectfully, my event is on the 15th and Mel's event is on the 14th. Please be respectful in the comments and do not drop any other CC's names. And please come in and just read the room a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm asking. Again, hit that like button as you come in. It's the only fair thing to do. And also too, we gonna talk, okay? Hey, how I see it. What's up, boo? How you doing? Okay. So, as you guys can see the thumbnail, there was some things that I did not put on the thumbnail. We're going to be discussing Kirk and Rasheeda Child. We're going to be discussing T.S. Madison versus Oliver. All right. We are going to be discussing Monique Samuels versus Carlos King. We're going to be talking about Kenya, okay, as well. So Team Twirl, I know y'all here, baby. I know y'all here, Team Twirl, baby. I know y'all here, but we got some. We gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. All right. And like I said, there's a couple things that did not make the thumbnail that we're gonna also get into as well. All right, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Well, I do know what it is. I am hungry as I don't know what right now. Okay. All right. So off topic, but I'm definitely hungry. Okay. So I want to get into this story first, girl. OMG. Let me share my screen. Let's see, window capture. All right. So let's talk about this one first, child. Let's talk about this first. I saw this one like, girl, now this is crazy. And this is the type of things that we need to be discussing and talking about, okay? Trigger warning. It may trigger you, but y'all know how I am about these topics. So let's get into it. Shout out to the neighborhood talk for this. So it says, neighbors, what is going on in the world? A 19-year-old Texas man has been arrested following him sneaking into Horn High School to A-word his ex-girlfriend. Sinise Elijah was arrested Tuesday afternoon for convincing a student he knew to let him into the side door of the school. After gaining entry, Elijah located his ex-girlfriend and proceeded to slap her across the face, then used a kitchen knife to threaten her into entering the bathroom where she claims he actually A-worded her in a stall. It goes on to say that the victim said that she went into the bathroom because she obviously feared for her life. Following the A-word, she claims that he smashed her Chromebook and ran off. A teacher in the hallway confronted Elijah after the incident, causing him to flee the campus. He was arrested Tuesday night at his home in Seagoville, Texas. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that's outside of Houston. I think. Seagoville, Texas. For the aggravated A-word of a child, the affidavit says that the security cameras at the school confirmed everything that happened up until the point that the suspect and the victim entered into the bathroom where there are no cameras. The mother of the teen reached out to local authorities and school officials, letting them know that her child was being threatened by Elijah. She even let them know that he had plans to show up to the school just hours before he carried out his sick plan. Child, let me tell y'all something. It really is a shame that these types of things go on. And I always tell y'all, whatever you believe in, put a hedge of protection around your children when they leave the home, because you never know what sick human being, what they have planned. You know what I'm saying? This is at the school. The parents are not around to protect their child. So you really have to have these conversations with your kids. I'm not here to tell you guys what age you should have. Listen, I'm not here to do that because I'm not a father. But what I am saying is have these conversations with your children about the things that could be a possibility, and so that they can speak freely to you about things that are going on. It's just sad to see this type of stuff. It really is. But anyway, I want to bring that story to you guys. I need y'all to be aware. Be aware. Okay. Be aware. Be aware. Hey friend, how you doing? Nanny of Maroons, what's going on? Tennessee girl, what's going on? How are y'all? Hey friend, congratulations to my friend. My friend passed her test. I know that's right. Yes. Her exam. Let me not say test. Exam. Exam. Yeah. Congratulations again, friend. Happy for you. And I wouldn't be saying that publicly if my friend didn't say it publicly. Okay. But yeah, so that whole situation is crazy, and I do agree. I think I see somebody saying everybody getting sued, the school, the police. Right. I don't blame you. The person who opened the door for him should be in trouble also. I agree. I absolutely agree. I definitely agree. Y'all, here we go with something else. This is why I say pay attention to your surroundings, especially when it comes to these kids, man. This is sick. This is so sick. So let's get into this one. Trigger warning yet again. All right, so this one says neighbors. This is so messed up. 3 Houston adults are facing child endangerment charges after they stuffed a 6-year-old boy in a laundromat dryer and turned it on. Like, how fucking sick, excuse my language, but how sick can you be? How sick can you be, bro? According to ABC 13, Haven Duncan, 18, Life Ford, 19, and I guess that's Ja'Cory Gill, who is 20, were at a local laundromat in Houston watching a 6-year-old boy when they decided to play a prank. Witnesses claim that the boy was crying because he couldn't find his bag of chips. So Duncan picked the boy up and forcibly threw him inside of the dryer and shut the door. Then Ford and Gill reportedly helped hold the door. Oh my God! Helped hold the door closed while the other paid for the machine. This is fucking crazy. They let it go and one whole minute before taking the boy out. Witnesses say that the little boy was visibly shaken and crying after they took him out. Duncan then put the boy into a laundry cart, and Gill and Ford started swinging it around in a very aggressive manner. 5 minutes later, one of the bystanders called the authorities to report the incident. When the police arrived, Gill reportedly tried to turn away while Ford stood in front of the officer and pushed him, seemingly trying to stop him from getting Gill. Despite their efforts, all 3 were arrested and charged with child endangerment. Additionally, Gill was charged with evading on foot, and Ford is facing a count of interfering with the duties of a public servant. As for the boy, he is given to a guardian after police arrived on the scene. It is unclear what relationship the 3 suspects had with the child. First of all, baby, this is sick. This is sick. And I pray that wherever that baby went, that baby is okay. Because going with a family member, if these 3 are not related to the child in some sort of way, then it kind of makes me wonder, where are the parents? Where are the guardians? Where are the people surrounding this baby? Like, it makes me ask those questions. This is some sick stuff, y'all. What, like, we live in a crazy world. Y'all want to go back and forth about stupid shit. And this type of stuff is happening. They had the galls to put quarters in a machine after a little boy is crying because he cannot find his bag of chips. Put quarters in a machine, in a dryer, stuff him in it and turn it on. Bruh. Like, bruh. Bruh. I'm like literally fighting my tears back because it's just the unthinkable of what that child at the age of 6 is going through in that dryer for an entire minute while they force the door closed so he cannot get out. Bro, man, if that don't do something to you right there, listen. I, li- whew, mm, I'm speechless because what the hell? And then I want to know. I know y'all was bystanders, and maybe was y'all scared? Why y'all didn't do nothing? What? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is right now that just effed me up, like, completely. Like, I let me tell y'all something. I'm being I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. Y'all, when I say this, I'm just being completely 1,000 out with y'all. I don't ever in my life, in my entire life, I will never be around children alone. Never. Because it's too much that be going on. I remember what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't feel comfortable. I've never felt comfortable being alone with my nieces, nephews, cousins, friends, kids, none of that stuff. You will never catch me alone with nobody's kids. I'm not watching your kids. I'm not doing none of that. And the reason why I say that is because I do feel like I don't know, like it's just this thing with me. I just feel so uncomfortable being around people's children alone. I just will never do it. I will never do it. Ain't watching your kids. I remember one time my aunt had called and she was like, I need somebody to watch my kid. Hell no, baby. No. You know I don't watch kids. I don't watch nobody kids. No, man. Because what people ain't gonna do, what you ain't gonna never get to do. I promise what you ain't gonna never, ever get to do is blame anything on me. Hell no, baby. I'm sorry, but you ain't gonna find you go on Angie's list and find you a babysitter, honey, because I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, ma'am. Hell no. Nope. Okay, so let's get into Kirk and Rasheeda, girl. Kirk and Rasheeda, girl. Girl. Kirk and Rasheeda. Kirk and Rasheeda. Girl. Somebody go get Kirk and Rasheeda. Especially Kirk, honey. Somebody go get Kirk. Somebody go get Kirk. Okay, y'all, let's listen to what Kirk had to say on the internet. And I really honestly be sitting up laughing at these two because, sir, anyway, you don't want to take your wife through hell on the internet. And you cannot really be mad at the internet for having an opinion about how you treat your wife. Or what the thing. It's like, sir, don't y'all really amaze me getting online gaslighting the shit out of the audience like this is not what you've been portraying on Love and Hip Hop since y'all choose to want to stay on Love and Hip Hop and y'all's time has been up. I mean, maybe another project, you know what I'm saying? Maybe on their own, but maybe y'all, in my opinion, y'all time been up on the thing, on the show. Y'all time been up. Okay. It's got to be the check. Got to be. Let's listen to Kirk Child. Uh-oh. Hold on.
By me. I wouldn't know, okay? That's number one. Cheater, y'all just a cheater. Cheating where? Where are they? Excuse me. Oh, I was in the hot tub. My bad. Do you gotta go to work? Oh, okay. And my old beautiful wife is so dumb for not breaking up her family.
Uh uh I I mean Kirk. I mean baby, the way these people, I swear the way these people get online gaslighting the shit out of people because Kirk, please, please, Kirk, please.
Oh, they just, I mean, I got a question though. Who you at home with? I hope you got a boyfriend. I hope you do. I obviously see that y'all don't like happiness, and that is crazy to me. In a marriage, you're gonna hit a dark road. And not even one time. Bro, how you think your grandmama made it and had your mama to have you? You think ain't nothing happened? You ain't never did nothing. I know you're perfect, and keep being perfect, because nothing's ever gonna happen to you. I'm the dude who sacrificed my career to make sure that woman, hold on, let me turn this camera around. Make sure that woman could make it where she wanted to make it to.
That right.
Is Jasmine pregnant by...
Sir, could y'all hear it? I don't even know if y'all could hear it. Could y'all hear it? Breaking up her family. Oh yeah, I assume y'all can. Her behavior be the reason. I mean, his behavior be the reason. Child, Kirk is a joke. Kirk is a big joke, child. But I thought that was very interesting because I was like, child, I don't care for them two clowns. Kirk is not a cheater if that's what they agree to. People should stop supporting the drama, and then they maybe will stop the BS. No, they ain't gonna stop it. They ain't gonna stop it. As long as they getting a check over there, yeah, they ain't gonna stop it. They ain't gonna stop it, and people gonna keep entertaining it. People gonna keep on entertaining it, honey. All right, so I want to move over to the next topic. Y'all, please double tap the screen. It don't cost a thing, because I don't know what YouTube doing over here with my numbers. Like, girl, where the people at? Okay, where the people at? What is going on? I don't know. But anyway, to those that are in the number, can you please make sure you hit the like button? Thank you. And if you're watching from the bushes, please hit the like button as well. Okay, so let's get into Miss Kenya Moore, honey. Let's get into Kenya Moore. All right. Now, y'all remember me telling y'all about,
Me.
well, there were several people that came and told y'all about something that happened at Kenya's event. I actually found out, and I'm not boasting or cloud chasing or nothing like that. I actually heard about this probably I would say maybe literally 5 minutes after it happened. Like, that's no shade, no nothing, because I was in Atlanta when this happened, and y'all know that I am in close. Well, I have relationships with people who are close to some of these folks. And so I had heard about this almost in real time that it had happened. And y'all know that they had accused Kenya of revenge P on newbie Brit Eady, right? Or newbie Brit Eady. And yeah. So y'all remember that. I want to say, did they have the first piece of the
Hindsight
post?
is always 50.
No, they don't. So anyway, y'all remember the post that was going on, but it was pretty much letting us know of what allegedly had happened. Now, there was a Photoshop photo going around of a penis. Child, yeah, it's wild, but there was a Photoshop photo of a penis going around as well, but that was Photoshop. That was absolutely Photoshop. So Kenya was suspended, not fired. I think the door is open. It's not completely closed. However, I do feel like, she kind of threw production under the bus in this Tamara Hall interview. But my thing with Kenya is this right here. You didn't need to do that, not to protect your daughter, not to protect you. You didn't need to do that. You did not need to do that. We in 2024. Whatever happened, you did not need to do it. and then to say you was doing it to protect your daughter. Now there was a rumor, okay, and I'm saying rumor, okay. There was a rumor that apparently Brit, Eady, and some way somehow she must have said something about Brooklyn, or it's a rumor, okay? It's a rumor. There's some backstory, I'll say, to the reason why Kenya felt like she had to do this. It's a backstory behind it. I don't know if that backstory is going to come out. I don't know if it's going to come out on the show. I don't know if it's going to come out, when maybe things air. I don't know. She took accountability, so she said, but I don't know. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. Let's go. Let's listen, child. Let me mute this mic so you don't hear echo, and let's go.
I mind my business, and I don't start anything. I respond. So during this taping, the young lady escalated it to the point of tearing off mics, screaming all kind of obscenities at me, and threatening me. I felt threatened.
So let me pause here, because I have to be fair to this person, Brittany Eady. She has nothing on her Instagram about this. I've never met her. I don't know.
It's been deleted.
There's nothing on her Instagram about this.
Yes.
We reached out. She did not respond to her. And I actually don't want to litigate her actions, because I do believe people don't get to respond to pick how you respond.
They do not get to choose how you respond.
But you have to be accountable for how you respond.
100%.
So whatever, which I have no tape of, I don't know what happened. You've explained to the audience that there was some escalation and some things that went on there. But going to your reaction to it, so you're alleging this thing happened between you, the two of us.
Means simply.
Okay, so as you can hear, Kenya was basically saying something happened. She responded. Now, again, prior to, you remember when that rumor was going around about the pow pow, like the girl bringing the pow pow, whatever. It was a rumor, right? However, in the previous taping prior to Kenya's event, they allegedly had got into it really bad. Brit, Eady, and Kenya had got into it really bad. Again, I don't know if it's going to make the show. I don't know. But they did get into it really bad, and they confirmed that it's been confirmed that they got into it really bad. Now, again, I don't know the extent of, necessarily what happened, but I do know they got into it, and it was confirmed. All right, so let's go.
You, the two of us, you think her behavior or alleged behavior was because she wanted to make a name for herself on the show. Okay, I don't know any of that.
Right.
Take me to the salon, because I'm all proud because you have a new salon. You're opening this new business, and no one is talking about you opening their business. They are reports that you had.
It overshadowed it.
You overshadowed it.
Yes.
This is what happened. They are saying you had these pictures of her.
Yes.
See, now I cannot lie. I like the fact that Tamron Hall said you overshadowed your own event. This is why I say I think that Kenya is smarter than this. Kenya is absolutely smarter than this. This is your very own event. And this is what you choose to do in your event. And my thing is this, whether you want to admit it or not, this is the reason why your grand opening and things of your business was overshadowed. It was literally overshadowed because of something that you did not have to do. Kenya is a smart girl. You didn't have to do that. You didn't. You didn't.
Okay, let me tell you what happened. So from that night where all of this stuff happened and there were threats in my direction, and I felt very concerned. I told the producers, I'm concerned, I'm scared, and I kind of feel like they said, oh, we'll take care of it. and it didn't feel like it was taken care of. They actually made me feel like I was being like a black Karen. Like, here Kenya goes again. Nothing really happened. They were joking or something. I don't take threats or the way that I felt. You can't invalidate
you, the two of us. You think her behavior or
invalidate my feelings. And it was a real concern for me. I'm a single mom with a beautiful child that if anything happened to me, no one would be there for her.
So you felt threatened by some actions that happened?
Yes. And she repeatedly said, or it was said that you don't know who I am. So I didn't feel like I was being protected, and I took matters into my own hands.
What did you do?
My research on her. I found a lot of information, especially in the, explicit world, with a few clicks, with people helping me. I didn't get things sent to me,
I mean, baby, truth be told, it don't matter if you didn't get things sent to you. That doesn't really matter, right? It doesn't really matter. And somebody had to send it to you if folks was helping you work on finding her stuff. I mean, come on, Kenya. Now, some things I feel like you be trying to play with your words. You know what I'm saying? But, Hey, baby girl 1981. Hey. Okay, so let's keep going. It does, meaning it matters. She's trying to avoid any type of liability. Girl. I mean, you just said that you worked with a team of people to try. Girl. Okay.
Photos or videos that I did see, allegedly that were her. And I said, okay, if no one else is going to step up for me and protect me, I'm going to protect myself, and I'm going to tell everyone what I found out about her. It's a receipt. And before I joined Housewives of any franchise, 5 years in, we made up the term validate my feelings. And it was a real concern for receipts, right?
Yeah.
Y'all did what now? Wait a minute. Y'all did what now? Y'all invented what now? Say what? What y'all invented? What that was? Y'all invented the terms receipts. No, ain't it a gift out there with Whitney talking about receipts from way back in the day, back in her interviewing days? Well, no, Miss Kenya, I don't think y'all created that, but I mean, go off, sis. Okay, maybe y'all did. Maybe I'm tripping.
If you find dirt on someone or somebody is messing with you, you come back with what? A receipt. I found a valid receipt found on the internet.
So you knew that Bravo was recording your
Yes, it was
salon.
during a taping. Everyone signed waivers. It was during a taping. I didn't stand out on the corner, posting anything. It was during a taping. And we know, even with nudity that has happened on the show, they blur things out. So at the end of the day, I knew that they would likely blur it out because whatever it was that I found, they didn't like the receipt. It was explicit. And they didn't like, I found a lot, but I only showed one.
Okay, so
that right there gives me that chuckle. I found one, but I had more. Tells me you're not sorry. Sorry. It's just the facts. That chuckle that you have more, it tells me you're not sorry. It tells me you're literally not sorry. You literally just chuckled and said, I only showed one, but there was many. Really? Okay. I mean, hey, again, maybe it's just me, child.
At the salon, you have these images up that you say you found on your own.
I pulled them out at some point.
So they were up. At some point, you pulled them out.
That was one part of it, yes.
But they're up.
Yes.
Okay.
And
they were
so
shown. You assume that they would be blurred out when this aired?
Of course they would. They can't show
because
nudity.
they can't show this.
Yes.
Were you building
Receipts, right?
Yeah.
If you find dirt on someone.
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person was trying to make a name for themselves, allegedly. Mm-hmm. Were you trying to have a Kenya moment doing this and it backfired?
I don't think that it's a Kenya moment. I live my truth.
Yeah, it was a Kenya moment. It was. Now, again, the accountability is kind of like hit and miss, right? Because what I'm trying to figure out is you was trying to have a moment. Come on, man. Come on. You wanted a wow moment. That's the reason why you did it. You do things for the wow moments. You do them for the, like, come on. I really do be wanting folks to be honest and not gaslight us. Like, it just, it don't make sense. Okay? Let's keep going.
You've
but
seen
you're
me
the shade assassin.
I'm the shade assassin, but my moment is my life. Right. You know what I mean?
Were you building a moment? I mean, I know you said the other person.
Listen, in hindsight is always 50-50. If I could do it all over again, I believe the photos were very distasteful, and I elevated the situation. I've elevated situations before,
so
and I've taken.
I mean, I'm confused because how in one breath do you say, "Oh, I have one," but and then you, oh, there's the other, and you chuckle, and then say, and right, I thought it was hindsight was 2020, but then you chuckle and then proceed to now the photos was distasteful. So that means the photos that you still have are distasteful. You don't get you. I'm sorry. I call cap, but let's keep going.
Full accountability for the things that I've done. I am sorry for what I've done. I didn't have to take it that far. But when I felt threatened, I've never had a child and be in a situation like this before. So that's why I escalated it to the point where I was protecting not only myself, but my child.
And she should have left that part out. Why you bring Brooklyn in this? That's not protecting your child. That's not protecting your child. You could have gotten in some serious trouble. And just like you've been suspended from your job, whether it was a choice or not, they gave you a choice for a reason. That like, come on, we gotta be real about the situation. What does that have to do with you protecting your child? If anything, you could have got in trouble and your child, well, I mean, now your child has to, or you have to explain this, or your child has to see it at some point. Come on. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Come on, bro. Anyway, I just thought that was something. I don't necessarily think that the apology or the accountability is coming from a sincere place. And I don't believe it's coming from a sincere place, because if you laugh and chuckle and say you got more, that means that if you did have the opportunity to do it again, you would. And that's just my opinion. I have liked Kenya on the last 2 seasons of Housewives, because I feel like, of course, with Brooklyn, it has given her a space to be a mother that seems to, like, I like the space that she has been in. Again, and that's from the last 2 seasons of Housewives. Before that, it wasn't the same for me. And I feel like she's going back down that road, and it's not necessary, because you felt the total way about Marlo, and in my opinion, you going just as low as Marlo is going. And it's almost like you don't have a level of, yeah, I don't believe she's sorry. I don't. That lady shouldn't have stepped to Kenya, in my opinion. She took responsibility, but I don't feel like She has remorse. She's self-sabotaging. I can agree with that. I can agree that the lady might have stepped to Kenya, but Kenya has to be responsible for her actions. And it, in order for you to say, like, you're not sorry, you're not remorseful, she's not either, if you ask me, because again, you chuckle and say, there's more. And then in the next breath, you say, but if I could do it all over again, because the photos were distasteful. I mean, the photos were distasteful when you got the other ones. So again, to me, it's a lack of, I don't know, the accountability just doesn't seem to be completely there, in my opinion. Besides, she's not the only mom with a beautiful child. Right. And that's another thing. I don't understand why you bring a beautiful Brooklyn into this, because mind you, I fully support Kenya and in the things that she's doing with Brooklyn. Like, I think the children's book is amazing. I think those things are great. But saying that you're protecting your daughter, that unless there's something missing there, unless that girl threatened your daughter, unless that girl caused harm to your daughter, I don't get where you were protecting your daughter. And still, this is the way that you choose to protect your daughter, by then not being able to uphold your grand opening and get the money that, like, you can't do that. You cannot do that. You can't. And she does have to accept the fact that people have not supported you because of what you did, allegedly what you did, right? So I don't. Mm, 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 mm. She uses Brooklyn like a shield. Kenya has mommy issues and is overprotecting because she wasn't protected. Yeah, I think she's still employed. I just think that she chose to walk away for a bit, you know. But again, I think the accountability has to really be there, and it's not there to me. She's negating what was shown to those in attendance. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They had to sign waivers and they had to sign this. Of course, they had to sign waivers, but at the same token, that still doesn't negate what you did. Again, I'm telling y'all, I literally found out about this in like real time. Like I'd say maybe 10 minutes max after it happened. Can y'all please hit the like button for your boy as well? Okay, there's 78 people, 79 people in the house. Please hit that like button for your boy. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into our next topic, which is going to be Oliver Twix and T.S. Madison. Y'all, let's back up. Let's just take a brief trip down memory lane in case you don't know who Oliver Twix is. I'm sure y'all know who T.S. Madison is, but maybe not Oliver Twix. So let's get into it. Okay. Hey, Miss Peggy Brown. Hey. Okay. So I want to start out by saying this. I actually have respect for both T.S. Madison and and Oliver. Like, I like them both a lot. I like what T.S. Madison is doing and has done for the community. And I also appreciate Oliver for what he has done in his community, right? I appreciate it. But y'all, T.S. Madison has closed the door on her and Oliver's friendship or relationship. Okay. So let me just let you guys know about what's currently going on right now and why T.S. Madison decided, as of last night when I watched her video, she did say, someone asked her if she would like to reconcile with Oliver, and she did say no, she would not like to reconcile the situation because she has been silent long enough. And again, I'm just telling you what she said. So Oliver did a story on a young trans girl by the name of Dominique Jackson, I believe, is her name. Okay. From my understanding, Dominique served some time, or there was an article about some misappropriations of funds for a nonprofit organization that she was working for, right? And um, T.S. Madison started a starter house for trans women. She built her own home. She built a home, and she used her old home that she owned to start a starter house program for trans girls. And Dominique is a part of that organization, right? Well, Dominique is currently going through some more legal issues. Again, she's innocent until proven guilty by the court of law. And Dominique has helped T.S. Madison with her starter house program. Oliver has a show with previous Flavor of Love star Babs, and I forgot the other girl's name. She's from what's the name? Somebody will probably help me in the comments. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about. Dang it. I know you know who I'm talking about. Drop it in the comments and help me out. But anyway, they have a show that they do on Mondays and Thursdays. Well, Oliver, I'm going to completely say that I feel like Oliver was wrong as well. I do. My thing with Oliver, and I love Oliver down. But my thing with Oliver is Oliver does things and pretends to play like he doesn't know what's going on. You know who does that? I mean, they're on the thumbnail. But it is the act of doing things and then pretending like you don't know why people may be offended or why people may feel a way about what you've done. And my thing also with Oliver is none of those girls that was on your platform yesterday should have had to tell you to call Maddie and try to make it right. None of them should have had to do that. I feel like you should have picked up the phone prior to and warned your gay mother. You keep saying this is your gay mother, but why wouldn't you warn her? Why wouldn't you warn her? So Oliver's headline for his top model, thank you. Oliver's headline for his video was Dominique, and I hope I'm saying her name right. I don't know if her last name is Jackson. I think Making the Band. Why did I say Flavor of Love? Sorry. Making the Band. Thank you. I don't know why I said Flavor of Love, child. But anyway, so T.S. Madison again started the Starter House program. So Oliver's title said Dominique Jackson in trouble for almost nearly $100,000 of like stealing money or something like that. He also made a child AB claim about her as well. So she DM'd him and told him, I think that's wrong. You could have reached out and asked, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So he redid the post. And when he redid the post, he put T.S. Madison in the situation with Dominique as if T.S. Madison had something to do with Dominique's legal issues. She has absolutely nothing to do with those issues. So where T.S. Madison takes and feels slighted is the fact that Oliver says in his title that he did not warn T.S. Madison about Dominique, but that's supposed to be like your gay mother. So again, I feel like you're wrong for bringing it to the internet without having a conversation with her first. That really did something to me because Oliver, we know you mainly, and I'm not trying to take away any of his accomplishments, okay? But we know you mainly for the work that you did with T.S. Madison. That's how we know you. Now, of course, some of us know him from being on the show, Chasing Atlanta and such. But again, I don't think that was right. You put Maddie in something that Maddie had absolutely nothing to do with. And with her doing philanthropy work right now, you could cause people to pull away from anything that she's working on. And come on, man. He said that the reason why he didn't say anything was because he didn't want to come off as a hater. You come off more as being a hater, not saying anything than saying something. Well, yeah, some people do kind of know him from Candy, but he started his groundwork with T.S. Madison. A lot of his groundwork. When T.S. Madison had her show on WeTV, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was an executive producer. He got executive producer credit on this. So Maddie has taken him a long way. And I just feel like when you have a friendship, when you have a relationship with someone that you're that close with, pick up the phone, Oliver. I mean, now I think it's too late. Maddie did say last night, she pretty much said the door is closed. And I hate it. I hate to see it because I truly do believe, which if I'm honest, it didn't take Maddie telling me or saying, not telling me, but it didn't take Maddie saying in her video that it didn't take her saying in that video that they haven't talked in months for me to tell that Oliver has not talked to Maddie in months. Now, he did say that he texted Maddie a few days before this came out, but he did not tell Maddie that he was going to be discussing this. And from my understanding, the article has been in the New York Times. It had been in the New York Times about 3 days before he did it on his show, before they reported it. So he did have time to reach out to Maddie and tell Maddie what was going on before he did it. Now, I'm going to ask y'all a question because I saw Andre say Oliver was wrong, and I agree. I totally agree. But in my opinion, he should have just had the conversation because he says now that, he's a YouTuber. He's been a YouTuber, but now he's talking, he has a show, so he's talking about hot topics and stuff. So for me, I'm not saying that you couldn't have talked about the situation, but there was no need to bring Maddie in it. None whatsoever. Because it did come off as like hating a little bit. Like it did. If I'm keeping that all the way 1,000, it did seem like it came off as hating because you did not have to include her in that. Nor did you have to put her picture on the thumbnail. Come on. And then you don't expect for people to respond in a sense. So yesterday, Armand did a video. Armand doesn't like Oliver. And so he did an idio. He did a video. What's an idio, y'all? Anyway, he did a video. And in this video, he drug Oliver for filth, child. He did. Oliver said last night, I feel like Oliver was gaslighting last night. Again, I like Oliver, but I just gotta call a thing a thing. He was gaslighting last night because them people had to really tell you that you should have called your friend, and it shouldn't have took them to tell you that. It really shouldn't have. Now, Oliver and Maddie has had some previous dealings with social media, and this is where I do think that Oliver throws rocks and hides his hands. Most of you guys know that T.S. Madison's voice is featured on the Cozy song on Beyonce's Renaissance album, right? And there was I think it's been about a year ago, maybe a year and a half. I think it's been about a year ago. But Oliver was doing some kind of trend on TikTok, and it was like, I can't remember what the trend was. I mean, not on TikTok, on Twitter. But I actually saw it when he posted it. I literally saw it when he posted it. And it was something about like, tell us something about, I can't really remember, and I'm not gonna paraphrase it or nothing like that. But anyway, he participated in the post. And when he posted like, I arranged the Cozy thing that has to do with T.S. Madison and blah 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 blah. And if most of you know that there was a Grammy won for that song, and so T.S. Madison has a Grammy for that song. Well, the way that Oliver came about it, it did give off like you felt the way about it. Like you wanted credit for it, you felt the way about it. And in that situation, I felt like he gaslit Maddie and he gaslit everybody else because they were calling him out like, Oliver, what you're doing is what you're doing. People see you doing it. People see you doing it. And then for you to get on your platform and try to twist those things around, it's I see why people calling it out. I'll just put it that way. If he wasn't going to say anything publicly, he should have said something privately first. I agree 1000%. That other CC should have stayed out of it. You talking about Armand? Let's see. IPV said, nope, not a good reason, not a good enough reason. He should have spoken to T.S. Madison. You could tell she was hurt by this. I do agree. And I don't know if y'all saw her video last night, but she had a video with she did a video with Craig. And again, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I felt like I was involved in the situation when she said, when somebody asked in the comments, they was like, do you see any chance of repairing this, or do you see any chance of reconciling? And when she said no, oh my God, I was thinking that too. I'm hoping that they still can talk this out, because what I will not take away from Oliver nor T.S. Madison is that they did some dope work together. Oliver is a very gifted and talented person. I believe T.S. Madison is too. T.S. Madison has a mind that's out of this world. And so I do hope again that maybe Funky Neva can come through and fix that. You know, Funky Neva, I believe, is Oliver's gay father, and y'all know that he has a very close relationship with T.S. Madison. So listen. I don't know. I hope that they can fix it. I really do, because it broke my heart to hear that yesterday. It did. Because I'm like, damn, man, Oliver and TS, man, I ain't see that coming. I ain't really see that coming. I mean, I saw it coming, but not to this extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when I say I saw it coming, I'm talking about the way that he, would do stuff. So I Oliver and Maddie, I know I'm a nobody, honey, but if y'all hear this, please try your best to fix it. Take full accountability. You was wrong, Oliver. You were wrong. And I just want you to walk into that telling TS that you knew you were wrong, because she shouldn't have been involved, And honestly speaking, I also feel like if you were going to address it, you should not have addressed it in the format that you did. I feel like you should have addressed, I wouldn't have addressed Armand, right? Look at me talking about addressing people. I wouldn't have addressed Armand, but I definitely would have responded in some sort of way to TS. But again, I wouldn't have been in this situation, because I would have called my good friend. I would have called my gay mama. Okay, I ain't got now one of them. I ain't got no gay mama, no gay daddy, but I just would have picked up the phone. They have had a great relationship, and so it didn't warrant you coming on the internet doing what you did. So I just have to say, homie, I lay you down, but you was wrong. All right, y'all. Well, since we on the verge of talking about this, hey Terry, what's going on? And again, I'm telling y'all, when y'all have a relationship with people, y'all pick up the phone. The internet is honestly not worth the relationships. Like, it's not. It's not worth the relationships. I always say, pick up the phone. Coming to the internet just does absolutely nothing but make things worse, because then what it does is it gets other people involved, And we really shouldn't be in the group chat. We really should not be at all. And like now we're involved in something that I just think could have been, you should have just been real with TS and said, hey, this is what's going on. And I also feel like, you know, sometimes I feel like, you know, when it comes to like relationships and stuff with people, you do try to skip out on saying certain things or doing certain things because you don't know how that person is going to react. But I feel like when it comes to a situation like this, if you were going to involve her, you should have called her. That's it. That's all. This is why Funky Dineva said that CC has room to grow. Are you talking about Armand? Yeah. If he wasn't going to help the situation, he should have stayed out of it. Yeah, I agree. Or just don't mention it. Like, you know. So, oh, you talking about the CC. Got it. I agree. And I was kind of wondering, I was like, now where is this coming from? So that's that on that, y'all. I pray that T.S. Madison finds a place in her heart to hear him out. Okay. So before I get on Monique and Carlos, congratulations to Candace. Candace and Chris had their baby boy. Okay, I feel like a little uncle. I don't know them people. I don't know them people at all, but I feel like a little uncle. I don't know when Candace was pregnant, it's like a little sister being pregnant or something. I don't know. A big sister, little sister. I don't know. It just did something to me. I don't know these people. Okay, but congratulations to them on a healthy baby boy. And I'm glad that they took their pictures like this, baby. Don't expose their baby face. Please don't expose the baby face. Don't do it, baby. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know, don't do it. Okay. But congratulations. And the only reason why I say this is because the internet is going to always be the internet. Don't show that baby face. Okay. Till you rate it. But congratulations to Candace and Chris on their new addition to their family. I believe his name is, what's his name? Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember what this little baby name is. I don't know. It's a cute little name. Okay. But congratulations to Candace and Chris. Congratulations. Jet. There we go. Thank you. I thought that was cute. Cute. All right. So let's get into Monique and her interview. Okay. Let's get into Monique and her interview. Now, oh wow. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. So let's get into Monique's interview that she had with this young man. And I have to get the name right. Hold on. The name is Mr. J.
As an older adult,
is the name of the young man who interviewed Monique. Okay, it was a good interview.
Lux Cravings box has the Gordita Supreme. What is?
A lot of my marriage.
Okay, and it was posted one day ago, and she actually did address Carlos in Love and Marriage DC, and I want to take a listen at it, and we're just gonna take a listen because, child, he ain't trying to get in trouble.
Of course, you're not gonna put all your dirt on social media.
Let me see. I took notes on the timestamp. 107. I mean 1 hour and 7 minutes. Okay, here we go. Right here. And put this main thumbnail over window capture. Show. And let's go.
Just hang with her. And it was funny because I saw you on his press run on the sheet, and I was like, "Oh shit, they about to be."
No, tell the people how you full of shit. Tell them how you know me. You watch this shit.
I do.
Tell the people how I was in your DM for like 2 years.
2 years. That is so funny. So I had no idea. So I'm here with TA earlier. So we about to wrap up. So I was like, "Can I get a selfie with you?" So he's like, "Yeah, come on." So we take the picture. I get in the car. I'm leaving. I said, "I'm gonna send him the picture." So I go to hit message. And I'm like, oh shit, he DM'd me. And I was like, wait, this is from 2 years ago. I don't check DMs, you know, and I had to think about what was I going through during that time period. That was during Love and Marriage DC. I was stressed the fuck out. Love and Marriage DC, let me tell you, that was my greatest nightmare, but my greatest teacher, because it basically, it put me out there without any context. Like on this show, when I tell you I was ranting and raving, I was at my wit's end with the marriage. And I was like doing all that I could. I'm like trying to get this dude to see time is of the essence. Like, I really need you to step up. I need you to wake up.
Please.
Yes. But imagine you being on camera and having a conversation, and now something said in the conversation that pops you off. They ain't showing nothing about that. They just showing you pop off. So when I tell you, it was like every single scene I was yelling and I was going off. And when I tell you, the whole synopsis of the show was get to know the real full me, get to know the real me. And they got me like only have me yelling and going crazy.
The angry black woman.
Yo, it was terrible. And it was crazy because I came from a show where I was a fan favorite. And then now I'm supposed to have my own show and I am like the most hated. And it was tough. I was like, damn, they are on me hard. And I had to get to the point where I said, you know what? I feel like this is the part of the story where my ego starts to die. I had to kill my ego. I had to care even less about what people thought about me, because only I knew what was really going on, you know, behind the scenes. And it was a huge test of just like, all right, let's see how much you've grown.
How did that show come about?
So when I left Housewives, there was one of the producers that used to be a part of Housewives franchise who started his own. He approached me with support and came at me with some like, you know, we black and, you know, these white shows, they don't show black people in the light that they should be shown in. And, you know, it can be natural drama. It doesn't have to be this scripted drama. And it created a relationship of like, all right, let's see what we can do together. Let's work together. So I believed him when he used the black card, and he did me worse than the white folks. I was like, he could. And now something said in the conversation that,
you know me, you watch this shit.
I stressed the fuck out. Love and Marriage DC, let me tell you, that was my greatest nightmare, but my greatest teacher, because it basically, it put me out there without any context. Like on this show, when I tell you I was ranting and raving, I was at my wit's end with the marriage. And I was like doing all that I could. I'm like trying to get this dude to see time is of the essence. Like, I really need you to step up. I need you to wake up.
Please.
Yes. But imagine you being on camera and having a conversation, and now something said in the conversation that pops you off. They ain't showing nothing about that. They just showing you pop off. So when I tell you, it was like every single scene I was yelling and I was going off. And when I tell you,
how not to pay off your credit cards. I owe $20,000 on my cards. How fast can I pay these off with minimum payments? $190.
The whole synopsis of the show was get to know the real full me, get to know the real me. And they got me like only have me yelling and going crazy.
The angry black woman.
Yo, it was terrible. And it was crazy because I came from a show where I was a fan favorite. And then now I'm supposed to have my own show, and I am like the most hated. And it was tough. I was like, damn, they are on me hard. And I had to get to the point where I said, you know what? I feel like this is the part of the story where my ego starts to die. I had to kill my ego. I had to care even less about what people thought about me, because only I knew what was really going on, you know, behind the scenes. And it was a huge test of just like, all right, let's see how much you've grown.
How did that show come about?
So when I left Housewives, there was one of the producers that used to be a part of Housewives franchise who started his own.
Carlos.
He approached me with support and came at me with some like, you know, we black and, you know, these white shows, they don't show black people in the light that they should be shown in. And, you know, it can be natural drama. It doesn't have to be this scripted drama. And
see, now I told y'all, I've been telling y'all, Carlos gotta be a whippersnapper at the tongue. He got to be a whippersnapper at the tongue on the things that he be promising these people. But she is literally telling us right now how he tried to pretty much sell her dream. She's about to get a little bit further into it. But the interesting thing to me is, what she is getting ready to say that she did for the show, in my opinion, it's a lot. Oh, IPV, y'all remind me to talk about the award show in a minute. Okay, y'all remind me to talk about the award show in a minute because we got another update. So remind me to talk about it in a minute. But she keep listening because here we go.
And it created a relationship of like, all right, let's see what we can do together. Let's work together. So I believed him when he used the black card, and he did me worse than the white folks. I was like, he could have waited to the second season to trash me.
So you think Love and Marriage DC did you worse than Real Housewives of Potomac?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was worse. It was like, there was no context. There was no reason to all of the fussing and fighting. It was like, it's love and marriage. So show the full outlook of what a love and marriage, like show what all of it looks like, right? I have always been very open on camera. Like, I like to be as transparent as possible. But if my spouse is not also that way, then if you're not saying anything, they're only going to be showing what I'm saying. So it was very unbalanced. And then it was just like, we got her, dog her ass out. Like, it was like my name was used to gain the audience. And I mean, I felt like I got trashed on that show. They didn't show any of my real moments. They didn't show the moments where I gave more context to what was happening. It was just like me, like, but I was the one reacting. It was me reacting, but show why I was reacting like that, you know? And it was very unorganized, on camera, off camera. It was a mess. And I left after the first season.
Do you think it was good for anybody else? Like, I guess that was on the cast?
Yeah, I actually had some people come up to me. I did an expo, and a lot of people came up to me just like from DC in general. And they were just like, you know what? I don't know if anybody's ever told you this, but you actually helped to put certain places on the map in DC because you actually filmed in DC with your.
So I do agree that he uses their vulnerability, because she was definitely vulnerable after leaving the Real Housewives of Potomac. I just know it. So I get it. Yep. I see what he's doing.
Your show.
Okay.
She's like, a lot of shows come and they use the DC name or the DMV, but they don't really show DC. And they were like, you know, with the go-go intro, all of that influence, they was like, we appreciated that.
So you helped produce it too?
Basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, basically. I remember when they were talking about doing the intros, I said, now, you know, you got to have a go-go intro. I said, we can't do DC like that. Like, so I definitely had a lot of influence in how the show was being like handled. I casted it and all of that stuff.
Oh, you got like the cast too?
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
So you kind of like put niggas on.
Yeah, I did.
Put niggas on the map. Did the cast thank you? Or did they dog you too?
Some of them dogged, some of them thanked, some of them were grateful, some of them no. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. You get to see who's real, and you get to see who is like chasing that limelight. You know, that when them cameras cut on, man, people show you who they.
Can we have a real conversation? Can we have a real conversation in the words of... Can we have a real conversation? Can we have a real conversation? I just want to know. Put a chef emoji in the chat if y'all ready to have a real conversation. Let's have a real one. Let's have a real conversation. Y'all want to have a real conversation? Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real conversation. Yes, honey. Y'all, bless the platform. We got a goal of $55 today. It is pinned at the top of the chat. And I would love if we can get to that goal. And it is $5 Fridays. So y'all bless the platform. Stormisha's business was halfway in the toilet. Oh wow. I can't find it, but yes, LOL. Okay, y'all putting the chef emoji. You talking about you can't find the chef emoji. let's no, I really want to have a real conversation. So I'm about to look up something here really quick. I want to bring up Sherelle from Love and Marriage DC. Hold on one second. Let me do this right here. Let me Instagram. Yeah, because sir, everybody can't be making these. Everybody just cannot have this story. Y'all, and it also looks like they have released the interview between Jamal Bryant and Ray J. So we'll get into that a little bit too. Okay, so that's hashtag Love and Marriage DC. Let me see if her post came up, because I don't think it's on her page anymore. Let me see if her post came up, which I don't blame her. She ain't coming back to the show. I'm gonna see if I can see that post really quick. Let's see. Okay, they was dancing there. That's a clip from in April. So their reunion aired in April. So this happened around the time that the reunion aired. So hold on. Hold on, guys, because baby, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Now I don't know why this ain't working. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay. Love and Marriage DC. More. Okay, cool. Okay, perfect. All right, so I just want to pull up this post because I find this to be extremely interesting. So let me see. Here we go. What do you know? Y'all remember this? Do y'all remember this right here? And I'm only doing this. See, I ain't gotta bring up winter because y'all already know about winter. Okay. Y'all already know about winter. Okay, and where winter stands and how winter feels. But let's talk about Miss Sherelle. Okay, let's talk about Miss Sherelle. All right, let me. Oh shit, I can't see this. Hell. Hold on. Okay, did they by chance? Okay, here we go. Because who was about to say, baby, I can't read that. Baby, I cannot read that. Okay, here we go. Let's get into it. So this was in response to a clip of the Love and Marriage DC reunion. And if y'all can remember correctly, there was a storyline of Joy allegedly something about Joy dating Black or a friend dating Black or something like that. I can't remember exactly. And Black is Sherelle's husband. And they were trying to say that Sherelle was a side chick and all this extra kind of stuff. And so Carlos did get kind of gangster with her at the reunion in his tone. Like his tone changed. He sounded very, like he needed to get his point across. Okay. So this is Sherelle responding to him. So she says this. She says, except I do. Yes, you are wrong. Okay. And wrong is in all caps. Let me say this. I haven't said anything about this show, this second half, because of the lack of protection and integrity that was given. The fact that they ran with this whack ass side chick narrative the entire season was atrocious. The Duncans chose to be on this show to create a larger impact with our business. We wanted to show what real marriage looks like, the real life struggles Black and I were having, not a made up one by an angry Black woman and supported by an angry Black man who claims to support and protect his cast. Huh? Hold on. This goes back to the fact that, my cast doesn't say anything to me, or any of my old cast, they haven't said a word about me. Yeah, they have. They have. And again, everybody ain't lying. Let me read that one more time. The real life struggles Black and I were having, not a made up one, and she's talking about a storyline by an angry Black woman supported by an angry Black man who claims to support and protect his cast. And she goes on to say, this entire reunion was a joke. This man had so much. I can't really see what this is. Oh, I can see it better here. The entire reunion was a joke. This man had so much fire, I believe is what she's saying, for me. Meanwhile, his main cast is in shambles. He chose to try and teach us a lesson of how to treat each other in our marriage. What a joke. And then she says something about, if I'm not mistaken, I think that this also, Sherelle apparently someone that she had some dealings with in the past, like they were adults and communicating about business, and like Carlos was trying to tell her that like that shouldn't be done, and how does Black feel about it. Yeah, Carlos was doing a lot. Carlos did a lot to the Duncans, and we saw it. I mean, he did a lot to a lot of people, but the Duncans was definitely one we saw. And to be clear, I said perceived, not presented. He played on my words and tried to silence me because of his own personal feelings. I have never experienced something so disgusting in my life. I am so glad this show is over and we gave our 2 weeks, and she put 2 weeks notice, because remember, he was saying at that time that Winter had not quit because she didn't give a 2 weeks notice, if you guys remember. And even if we were signed up on to come back, this was a lesson to always listen to my gut, because my gut told me to not take the opportunity, but my mind said it would be great. Also, to be clear, yes, we took it because we thought that it was an opportunity to leverage our business and impact. We were wrong. It wasn't a fit for us nor them. This show didn't bring us celebrity. We've been that. It just made us susceptible. Y'all know the word. My big ass lips can't get it out. To the negativity in the world of reality TV. Okay. So basically, again, here she is calling him out yet again. Okay. She's calling him out yet again. Letting him know, like, yo, you do not protect your cast in any sort of way. You don't protect your cast. So when I said let's have a real conversation, I wanted to pull up her conversation. Now, when it comes to Melody, let's get into it. Let me show y'all something. Yeah, buddy. Rolling like a big shot. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Fresh paint job. Fresh inside. Y'all remember that song? Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Fresh Paint. But when I used to rap that song, I thought I was a little rapper for real. I did. I did. I did. I thought I was a bougie boy. You couldn't tell me nothing, honey. Couldn't tell me nothing. Okay, hold on. Interview. Let me. Chevy tuned up like a NASCAR pit stop. Fresh paint job. Fresh inside. What? Hey, let's get it. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, twerk something. Hey. Y'all probably like, I need you to get it together. Okay.
Here on in Huntsville for Destiny at the reunion. I was looking for you, brother.
This is, in my opinion, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because was a time for you to pivot your show. This was a time for you to pivot the season, and you chose not to do that. So, yeah. Hold on. I used to have the timestamp, y'all, but I don't have it anymore.
Because people can say all day that like the millimeters worse since y'all all in the building together. I said, y'all ain't about to put everything on the millimeters. I said, let me tell
y'all, listen to how this is like. Come on, bro. Like, did y'all? I think y'all forgot about this. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to it. And I'm not gonna play it on the screen, but let's listen to it. Let's take a trip down memory lane. Let's go, baby. Yeah, I got a little time today. Thank you so much, Miss PB, for your catch app. I greatly appreciate it, y'all. I greatly appreciate the catch apps. It's $5 Fridays. Let's get into it, baby.
Whatever y'all want to call her. Talking about and sharing, I knew y'all would do it for me. Talking about and sharing information pertaining to scenes, pertaining to, I still remember I was sold, I'm too disrespectful. In the clip was so many people on that stage came for the millimeters. I'm sure you remember that part. Oh, yeah. And I stood up for the millimeters and I was like, hold up, y'all ain't about to put let me give y'all my exact words since y'all all in the building together. I said, y'all ain't about to put everything on the millimeters. I said, let me tell y'all something. Did y'all forget how the millimeters came about? The millimeters came about because every one of y'all got on this stage right now, started attacking me as a unit. And I said, and so women said, she's not about to stand by herself. We gon' back her. We got her back since y'all coming for her. Like, let's not, didn't I say it?
You did. The
just
millimeters like was a topic of conversation. Yes.
Yes, I did. And one of the cast members, she sat there and said, no, I don't feel like everybody was attacking y'all. And I said, you a fool if you want to sit here like you didn't see everybody attacking me. That's another story. You remember that part too? I do. And so, you know, I just feel that what I desire to see, I do feel like this season was lighter, so kudos to you. I feel like you worked hard to make sure it was a lighter season. Did y'all feel like it was lighter this season?
The best reunion.
It was lighter.
I loved it. It was funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Shout out to my production team back there.
Absolutely,
yes.
To the production team. Yes. Much lighter, and I think that where we're trying to go, and as in our conversation, what we envision for the next 10 seasons to come, I'm gonna put that and speak that and put that out there, is for us to have not only a cast, but also the production piece of it that really wants to see us getting back to business. And And yeah, we gonna have drama here and there. Y'all know we have to have that reality TV. But I think at the heart of it, we both agree, like, we got to get back to the business. And with that, sometimes comes tough decisions. And I shared with Carlos, I said, Carlos, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I said, you pray. I said, and what you do when you pray, you sit back and you wait and let God show you and give you the answer. And I noticed two things happened back to back right after that. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? Y'all are crazy. Something else that came out was the arrest of your ex-husband. Okay?
Let's go, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, y'all call me messy. Okay.
And I noticed two things happened back to back right after that. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? Y'all are crazy. Something else that came out was the arrest of your ex-husband. Okay? Hey, y'all call me messy. Okay. So your ex-husband was recently arrested. Where were you? Not Happy New Year, Lord Jesus. Where were you when you found that out?
I was actually at home preparing for a scene for your show. No, seriously, I was.
She really was.
I was at home getting glammed up for a scene. You know, I understand everyone's feeling of somewhat of like the vindication, right? And just the it's about time. And for me, believe it or not, while I'm there too, it also wasn't a matter that was funny for me. It was not, I wasn't at home cheering and laughing and like, oh, yay. No, I wasn't. And Lauren is here. She was at the house with me doing my makeup and she can attest to this. I was actually, you know, for one, I was wondering about my children. Let's keep it a bug. Any mama out there knows that's the first thing is like, where my kids at though? Like, how are my kids? Where are they?
And not to cut you off, she's telling the truth. I called her to check in on her.
Yeah.
And she was frazzled. Mm-hmm. And she said, Carlos, thank you for calling me, checking on me, but I'm worried about my kids. I need to find my kids. Go ahead.
Yep, absolutely. And so, I will say that, and my brother says this about me too, because he's like, I bet if he had came to you and apologized, knowing you and how your heart is, you probably would have forgave him and never even filed a sign warrant. And he may be a little right, but maybe not. But what I will say is anytime you have to go through with making such a tough decision that you know impacts your children as well, that's always tough, man. That's always tough. But I think there had been just so many transgressions, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And no matter how many times I sat back at times and tried to keep my mouth closed and see, you know, you think if I don't say nothing, it'll die down. They'll leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just please leave me alone. But I also have a breaking point too, where I'm like, okay, they ain't leaving me the hell alone. And so I did say that. And so, you know, when I made that decision, it was back in August, September of last year, we're 2023. I actually flew Lauren in and I said, I gotta go do this and I need somebody to be here with me to make sure I do what I know I need to do. So She was like, all right, I'm on my way. And she flew in and drove me because I'd never gone and had to, sign for a warrant, press charges, do any of that. So I didn't even really know where to begin. I was just hitting places. She drove me to those places, the strength of her, my mom, my team. They knew what I was doing in the moment. And when the magistrate said, when I showed him the evidence and he was like, do you want a warrant? I said, yes, I do. He said, all right, I'm about to go get your warrant. That was August. Somebody said you should have did it for both. Well, let me tell you why that part for that doesn't work for both parties, because it's based on legally wise, this another piece, but the lawsuit wise is another piece. The warrant, the direct piece has to come from exactly from that person. So the source, right? And so after that, when I filed it and said sign it and it was signed, I'll be honest with y'all, my attorney said to me, hey, listen, you know his address. All we got to do is get a PI, make the call, and tell him when he's home, they can go pick him up. Me being me, I said I believe in divine timing. I'm not doing all of that. Now, I've done my step. I'm going to let God do the other one whenever he says so. So I sat around all those months wondering, I know it's out there, though, but they flying and stuff, but I don't know, but it's out there. And lo and behold, Carlos, after talking to you about prayer and letting God show you, yeah, but he did. And it wasn't me. I didn't make a call. If you have a warrant and you go to certain places trying to get certain things.
So I played this for a reason. To me, that means Carlos knew about the warrant, and that means that first scene was definitely him knowing and telling, in my opinion, put my banner down here. Hold on. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, he knew about this warrant. He knew about it. And that is the reason, conveniently, why Martell was arrested on the very day that they started taping. He knew. Carlos knew. I'm going to play this back. Listen to Mel. Listen to Mel again. That means that she had a conversation with him, and that means she let him know prior to this podcast interview what was going on. Period. Hey, Demi. Hey, Tennessee girl. Hey, everybody. What's going on? Happy Friday. I got a little time today, baby, so we're going in. Let's keep going.
That pops up, and that's what happened.
I know we're all like laughing and joking. We're having a good time, and I do love that. But I want to...
My attorney said to me, hey, listen, you know his address. All we got to do is get a PI, make the call, and tell him when he's home, they can go pick him up. Me being me, I said I believe in divine timing. I'm not doing all of that. Now, I've done my step. I'm going to let God do the other one whenever he says so. So I sat around all those months wondering, I know it's out there, though, but they flying and stuff, but I don't know, but it's out there. And lo and behold, Carlos, after talking to you about prayer and letting God show you,
Carlos told Martell,
but he did.
I don't care.
And it wasn't me. I didn't make a call. If you have a warrant and you go to certain places trying to get certain things, that pops up. And that's what happened.
I know we're all like laughing and joking. We're having a good time, and I do love that. But I really want the world to know how deep this is for you, because at the end of the day, Melody, this is a man who proposed to you on your college graduation day. You have 4 kids by this man, and And obviously, you were madly in love. You guys were a power couple. You guys were a power couple in the city. You guys built this foundation, and your kids are wonderful. Did you ever think, Melody, in a million years, that your life would end up this way to where you would even have to do that to somebody who's the father of your kids? Like, were there moments of like, you know?
Never would have imagined that, but I will say along the way, the telltale signs became present. And especially hindsight is everything, right? So sometimes when you get out of a situation, you're able to reflect and see clearly maybe the things you missed or that you overlooked or you didn't pay attention to. And so when I look back at it now and see how he handled other situations with other people, the lack of maturity, you know, just the inability to just be a full-blown man, you know, where it's like, you know what, we didn't work out, but you know what? I'm going to leave her alone because I messed up. It is what it is, right? Let me just leave her alone. I never thought that I would be wishing that I have had my children by somebody else. And that's where I am. And I've shared that, you know, with my family, like, dang.
Damn, man, to say that you wish you had your kids with somebody else, that's how you know you the thing. That's how you know you done effed up the thing. My Lord, today.
Like, why ain't had these kids by somebody else? Because it just keeps going and it's just going and it's just going. And it's like, when is enough? And when do we stop funding the madness? That's the other piece of it. Like, when do we stop funding the madness? When does, you know, I'm doing this interview with you, Carlos, but I'm going to keep it a buck. I don't remember the last time I sat down and even did an interview. Like, real talk. So I film for the show, but I'm not out here thinking of ways to degrade people and come at people and everybody interview me so I can talk down about everybody. I ain't on that kind of time. Like, life is too short. Life is too short. I got too much in my purpose to be focusing on that's not my focus. So when I have this person that continuously attacks, it becomes a lot. And I don't know if you know that, but fortunately this network, I have my own therapist. She's here tonight in the audience. Dominique is somewhere in here, but OWN gives us therapists as well. And so I've had conversations with them too, you know, about where I am and how I'm feeling. I will say this, one thing that you did do is anytime I had a scene, you made sure security was there. So I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, no, you're welcome. Yeah.
Now, Mel saying she appreciate him. Why did you even have to hire security? It just justifies her every time, sir. Why did she have to have security? Why did you think she had to have security? Come on, man.
Yeah, the thing is this. I always want to make sure that anybody who's associated with the kingdom feels safe. Yes. And that feels and looks differently for every person, right? Mm-hmm. This is a tough job to have. Being on TV, exposing your real life is tough. One of the things that's in the press right now is one of my producers married Destiny's man as a producer.
If you've been injured in a car accident, don't call an attorney. Use this AI app instead. That's what I did, and it's how I got this
allegedly was.
Counsels your responses. Don't do what? My property preservation class? Yeah. What y'all asked? What's the question? I was actually at home preparing for a scene for your show. No, okay, so I'll keep it. Please leave me alone.
I just noticed something, y'all. I just noticed something. Did Carlos take out the part where Mel was crying? Oh, now, bitch, if I can't find this part with her crying, bitch, y'all. He took the part out where Mel was crying, won't it? Girl, girl, girl. And this don't prove what he be doing? Girl.
Content creators. I feel like your name was
OMG. Shut your mouth and pop me in it. Why'd you do that? You should have left that in there. Ain't it supposed to be like you? Nah, Carlos, that right there, that ain't no good look right there at all. Baby. Wow. I know you lying. Maybe let me see. I know you lying.
Been just so many transgressions, one after the other, after the other, after the other. And no matter how many times I sat back at times and tried to keep my mouth closed to make sure I do what I. My attorney said to me,
"Oh, you guys were a power couple in the city.
Get certain things that pops up," and that's what happened.
I know we're all like laughing and joking. We're having a good. Never let your hand go throughout this process. Okay, so I thank you for that. I just want you to know that. But
I'm sorry, y'all, because I think.
Do you have any regrets considering your personal life has been on full display? I mean, full display since the show started.
No regrets. You see all these women out here in the audience?
Yo, no, I did not know that. I did not know that at all that he removed that from the video. That says a lot because that woman was literally saying, she was literally crying about you not protecting her and about you leaving this man on a cat. Carlos, boy, that looks like some snake shit. Let's just call a thing a thing. Oh my God. My God, my God, my God today. Yo, I swear I did not know that he took that. Wow. Wow. Wow, bro. Like, this really does go to show that what she's been saying it, bro. Like, that's crazy. That is so crazy. Yo. Wow. Wow. Listen, what I think is damaging in this is you taking that out. Why not allow? Because let's just be honest, you wouldn't have none of these other shows if it wasn't for Mel. We're gonna call a thing a thing. I'm sorry. We're just gonna call a thing a thing. And why wouldn't you want people to see the vulnerability of her letting you know that, bro, I don't want this man on the show no more. Look at what he continues to do. She break down in tears. And you remove it? Hey, bro. That's some snake shit right there. That's some man. I had no clue. Wow. Y'all this that gagged me. You got to show the other interview where she told him about yeah, I'm about to. I'm looking it up as we speak because oh my word. Wow. Is this where
when I achieved my bachelor's degree, it was a big moment for me because my mom passed away, but I still think of that moment.
Hold on, y'all.
Timing and time frame, not per se. If it was still going on, not sure. To be honest, Carlos, I don't really be asking questions. You know, when people personal business like that. I really don't. So I can't tell you when it was, if it's still.
Family you know about. When you were aware of that, what was your response to it initially?
Man,
that's like I'm trying.
Okay, well, let me try to make that happen for you. And that's how I am in real life in so many different scenarios and situations. I'm whole season. I encourage her.
Hold on.
They're on the phone, and I'm like, it's really good, and it's inspired by this. True, because the lie spreads faster than the truth.
I think I'm in a balance.
Okay? And that's the reason why I put the powder on my voice, honey, and I use it for good. All the time, baby. So when I saw that comment, and the comment I'm paraphrasing because when I saw it, I went back to my business and watched. So let me tell you something. I don't date mommy and Amber. How it works. Their schedule is ready. Martell will like to integrity of my production. You gonna say I gotta play something and
he works on this show as well. And me knowing that I had just gotten 10 dozen roses a few months before that. Okay. Like sent to my home from him, his, I don't know what I should call a significant husband. Met with us, and it was blasted by, and it had to come from him, and it was Carlos's getting that,
Hello, you. Stop your online nightmares with Surfshark and enjoy online security made easy.
I noticed two things happened back to back, right?
Something else that came out was the arrest of your next.
For me, believe it or not, while I'm there too, it also wasn't a matter that was funny for me. It was not how your heart is. You probably would have forget what it's timing. I'm not doing all of that. Now I've done myself. I'm gonna let God do the. You know, if you have a warrant and you go to certain places trying to.
Mad in love. You guys were a power couple. You guys were.
Work out, but you know what? I ain't on that kind of time.
Right after this.
I will say this one thing.
You know what I mean? And to leave. And I know that when it comes to like the housewives, they divorce somebody, Peter Thomas at the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see them no more. And the housewife gets to like do her thing and date and all this other stuff. You are the first woman in reality television history to have to film with your divorced husband. You know what I mean? And
was that supposed to be like a E? You are the first woman in reality TV to film with her ex-husband. What kind of I cannot with Carlos.
I've never asked you this personally, but since we're all friends, I'm gonna ask you for everybody. How hard is it to come to work every day knowing that I have to deal with this? And were there moments where you like, is this show even worth it?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I say absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, man. Coming here tonight was a tough one.
Really?
Yeah. Y'all gonna make me cry. So, literally, thankfully, my mom was in the room with me. Lauren was in the room.
I know it's low, y'all, but y'all can make out what she's saying.
They were like, yeah, what's wrong?
This is the moment.
No, is it? Because usually I am the bubbly one.
Basically, what he did was he did edit this part out, and as soon as, in regards of him editing that part out, he placed the Sonny and Moses coming out before that. That's a nasty word. That's a nasty word. What'd you delete it for? I mean, what'd you remove it for? Like, it is absolute nasty work. Okay. Them moves, them snake moves, they don't do well with me. And they don't do well. No, that is a snake move. That's absolutely a snake move. You know how I wanted to Kimmy use a snake? No, Carlos used a snake. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I think that's messy for you to have removed that out of that thing. But hold on one second. Let me pull up the other interview. Now, this was the interview that I think happened before season 6 or season 5, maybe. So hold on one second. I just saw that interview a couple days ago, and I thought I saved it. Hold on. Here, no. That ain't it easy, y'all. I ain't using nobody else's stuff. I'm gonna use Carlos's interview. I ain't using nobody else's content. Hold on. What's up, T Lee? Hey, Kimberly. What's going on, everybody? Okay, let me see. And if y'all came in, I can't really see the screen because I am looking this on YouTube. Y'all, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, Stormy was definitely there. Girl, where's this interview at? Oh well, I have to keep looking for it, y'all. I have to keep looking for it, but let me tell y'all this. Right here, right now. That won't the first time that Mel told him about Martell. It won't the last time. It ain't gonna be the last time because clearly, this man wants to keep. This man wants to keep taunting her. And I said what I said. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. And then this was in January. Y'all filmed the first part of the season Then you film the second part of the season, still talking about the millimeters. Girl. These disjointed episodes, these episodes that think ready to be extremely disjointed. Child. We shall see, honey. We shall see. We shall see. Sitting amongst millimeters. Okay. Doing great on the likes. Keep up the great work. Mel helped everybody, and she always gets the short end of the stick. Yep, we see it. He legit ruined that moment. Yeah, but she was like, I'm about to cry. And he was like, oh, you are? Girl, yeah. Is. I'm still trying to find this interview, child. Every other interview is coming up. I specifically typed him and Mel's. Why is him and Martell's popping up? Well, because Mel is in the thing. Mel is in the title, that's why. Okay, child, it is what it is. So there you have it, though. There you have it. Multiple women have called out Carlos, so we can't say because we dislike Mel. We cannot just say it's Mel calling people out, because Sherelle has called people out. Winter has called people out. And then when Winter speaks on her opinion about Melody, then they turn around and tell Winter that she don't know what she talking about, and y'all be weird. Y'all be weird. How y'all gonna tell that girl about her own experience? How y'all gonna tell that girl about her own experience? Because y'all dislike Mel that much, everybody else's experience is discounted? Why is everybody else's opinion about Carlos King discounted because you don't like Mel? That's weird. And this is why, again, he was doing a radio interview with Neil's ex-wife. What's her name? Crystal, Neil's ex-wife, because she was on that Bold and Bougie show. When they was doing press runs for Bold and Bougie, that man literally out of his mouth said, the girl that was interviewing them said, I have never seen any of your cast or anybody who was previously on any of your shows call you out. Here go Carlos. Yeah, because, I love the girls, and, all the girls, they love me and they respect me because I respect them. All the girls, they love me. Girl, the lies you tell. Lies you tell. That's weird. Candy, baby, I never will forget seeing that interview with Candy. When Candy started, baby, I just didn't understand what he would do this to me. He took my life to the store, and I knew so. Sorry. I'm sorry, I have to do that to Candy every time. Baby, when we heard Candy get up there, Candy was like, he took my life story from me and my group. And I knew she was about her business, because for that lady to cry instantly, Aaron just literally said Carlos King's name and she literally teared up. I knew it was real business then. Sheree, I think, notice something, right? When Sheree and Martell was doing whatever they was doing, right? The amazing thing to me was Carlos kept saying how close him and Sheree was then. Me and Sheree, that's my friend, hey friend, that's my friend. Where is she now? I can't wait for Sheree to make an appearance on Love and Marriage Huntsville. What did she do? In my opinion, I'm gonna keep on saying this. Tiffany ate her ass up. I don't care what nobody say. Tiffany, I still feel the way I feel about Tiffany, but Tiffany ate that gal up. because you thought you was about to come over here and regulate something and you wasn't. Okay? So, you know, Sheree, girl, y'all wasn't friends. That's how we know you knew all about their fake relationship on TV and what you was choosing to do with it. Like, come on, bro. I don't know how Sheree could still be friends with Carlos after he stole her show idea. Exactly. And speaking of stealing show ideas, shout out to Nicole Ray. Because Nicole Ray, hell, about 3-4 months ago, called out Carlos King about domestic Mondays that she had trademark and or that she had registered, and then Carlos put them on ice. Remember that? She ain't no millimeter. She didn't even get the opportunity to be on the show with Carlos before she called Carlos out. Sheree too. There's plenty of articles online. You can Google them yourself. Everybody ain't lying on it, man. I promise you they ain't. And okay, so we got Candy. Okay, Candy, Winter, Mel, Sherelle, Lord have mercy. Okay, hold on. Candy, Mel, Sherelle, Monique, Winter. Who else? Y'all put it in the chat. Child, some of these subscribers and CCs had me fooled, but after the shock, my heart eyes are open. Child, Natty. I'm Natty. Natty. I wonder how badly they tried to get Mel and Sheree in the scene together. Child, ooh. I think he messed over Phaedra with the I think I know what you was getting ready to say. Exactly. It will be an 8-part series. There's a lot to spill about. I don't know what y'all was saying. Yeah, Latrice done kind of spoke out. Yeah, Nicole Ray here. Natty. So that's like 7 people. Akeisha, I don't care what nobody say. Akeisha was calling him out about that intro. Akeisha. What's the girl name that from Hollywood Divas? What's her name that got the chandelier dropped on her? Angela used to work for him. Like, all these people ain't lying. These people not lying. And allegedly, I'm hearing that the Family Empire show was Angela's show idea or something of that sort. That's crazy too. And my next question is this. Is Family Empire going to be renewed? I mean, we ain't heard nothing else about Family Empire. Elise, yep. Elise Neal, y'all so right. We ain't heard nothing else about Family Empire. I mean, nothing. It's been radio silent. I'm just wondering. The ratings were not rating at all. They didn't even make the top in the cable for Friday nights. Bell Collective ain't even really making it, truth be told. So it just, I mean, to me, it just don't make no sense. Also, I feel like after this season of Bell Collective, I feel like there's going to be more than just Akeisha and Latrice that's going to call Carlos out. And I'm going to just leave it at that, honey. Speaking of Bell Collective, y'all know that Willie and JJ got a podcast together, right? Well, Akeisha was the guest on Willie's podcast. So it was Willie and Akeisha, right? And I want y'all to hear Akeisha addressing, to me, this is you addressing leadership, right? This is you addressing what is happening. So I don't think it's anything different from what Mel said. Mel didn't name any names, different from anybody who else doesn't name any names. But what's the difference? They're not naming any names. They're throwing out innuendos for you to catch. This is the very thing that other people be doing. Like, anyway, hold on. I'm getting it pulled up. Here we go. Okay, so they discussed the intro thing, and they also discussed
Bell Collective. It's not called the Bell Collective. It's called Bell Collective. Episode 2 of Bell Collective.
She addresses the DM setup that they are going back and forth about now. Okay, so let's listen to it real quick. I did speed it up a little bit.
Dropped. All right.
Don't ever correct me on that.
I'm just saying, get it together.
We want to make it a quick one. Your thoughts on episode 2?
My thoughts on episode 2. Okay, let's see. First of all, the opening. I am speechless. Not really. You and I saw the opening before the world saw it, because we saw it when they showed it to us on before we were filming the reunion. Everybody's like, oh my God, they filming the reunion and we haven't gotten through the season. Well, guys, we filmed the season in the beginning of the year. I think we started filming at the end of March or somewhere around there, and we wrapped up, and then we ended up shooting the reunion months later. So
I still feel like y'all filmed the reunion too early. Like, you don't even know how the public feels about, or how the viewers feel about anything, to ask any legit questions, to feel any legit type of way, to see how social media responds to the season. I feel like that should always be included in the reunion, because we do live in a social media world, regardless of if they want to accept it or not. I think it is absolutely weird to not include your viewers. Y'all make y'all viewers feel like, and this is just my take on reality TV. Y'all make y'all viewers feel like they less than, or y'all try to make y'all viewers feel like they less than, and y'all try to make y'all viewers feel like they're not smart. There's a reason why y'all are filming these reunions so early in advance. When Love and Marriage Huntsville, October has become the normal for them. But when it came to Bell Collective filming their reunion prior to the season coming out is crazy. Not only that, yeah, they filmed the reunion in August. Not only that, Love and Marriage Detroit filmed their reunion, I think, the day after they wrapped filming. Love and Marriage Detroit's reunion, and mark my word, and if y'all find out, then come back and tell me I wasn't lying to you. Love and Marriage Detroit filmed their reunion way back when they wrapped filming for themselves. Yeah, that was months ago. And the show is on a hiatus right now. That, to me, that's wild. But anyway, let's keep getting back into this.
We have seen the episodes and they showed us the opening. So when I saw the opening, I was like, no, ma'am. That was something I was doing, playing. I was being funny with the production team because we were trying to find songs for us to do, to film with, what they were going to use to sort of, get us in the mood. If anybody's ever done this or know how photo shoots or filming goes, when you're doing things like that, especially main title, they'll put music on to loosen you up, get you in the mood, and then you get direction from the director and from the production team to do certain things. So you may walk across from right to left and do a model walk and look back at the camera, or you may walk across from left to right and do something and smile. You'll do where you turn your back and you're serious, and then you do all these different things. So we were trying to find me some music because it had been a long day for Willie and me, and we were like running to do that and had some other things to do. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't want to make this up, but it was the song, the song, I Tell All My, Break It Up. It was something like that, because I do like that song. And I think, it was one of the points I was like, hey, trying to shake my little butt and make that thing clap. But I did not think for once, like, it never crossed my mind that that would be used as the opening credit. We did so many other scenarios that were actually really cute and fun and then serious and dramatic and like soap opera like. So when I saw that, I don't even really remember getting into the actual episode because I just couldn't believe that that's what they used. When I told them, when we viewed this, you and I were together.
Yep.
We were getting ready to film the reunion. I called one of the top people in and I said, hey, I never thought for once that would even be considered. So could you please, I do not want to be opening the show. And then I told him I didn't like it. My husband didn't like it. What did you think about, when we saw it?
I've expressed I didn't like it. I don't think it represented us, you, or your storyline or anything like that. You've never danced like that anywhere. I mean, not to say you haven't danced like that, but I'm talking about on the show.
Yeah, but let me say this. I didn't have a problem. Like, yeah, I did it. I'm a fun person, despite popular belief. I like to have fun. I don't mind shaking my ass. But where we are on the main title, if everyone else on there was doing something, dancing or shaking their butts, and then I come along and was like, oh, no, I do not want to be doing this, and I'm not going to do that, then you could say, hey, yeah, she's being a little stuck up. She's being extra. That wasn't the case. You had everyone looking nice, representing themselves in a nice manner. And it was very, like I always say, like a soap opera. When you open it up, you're being introduced to the ladies. I mean, if you do a little dance, we did little things, but not me shaking my ass. So I was very, very clear. I don't like this. Whoever you have to tell this to, let them know that I don't approve this. I don't like it. And I would like for it to be changed. Now, at that time, I didn't know when the show was going to premiere. So I still knew that there was time for it to be changed because I have a degree in mass media arts. I went to Clark Atlanta University. My degree is in radio, TV, film. I understand how production works and I've worked on other productions. There have been instances when I've had my name wrong on credits and we'd be mid-season and they would go back in and correct it. So I know that it could have been changed, but I'm thinking we were going to be coming on sooner. But now to know that we filmed this back in August and it wasn't on last week because I saw people have been sending me videos and, just different blogs who picked up this story because it was not for it to be a mainline story. But anyway, and they were like, well, why didn't she bring this up when she was on the show? And why didn't she say something to her boss when I had not seen it then. In my mind, when I said that I did not want that on the show, I never thought that it was going to be an issue. I thought that you would send it to the network, whoever had it, whatever the issue was, whoever you had to discuss it with. Right. My issue, it would be done and we wouldn't even be talking about this. So Friday, you and I were actually getting dressed to go to a party, an event. And the main title, it comes up and I was speechless. I remember you were like, what's wrong? So I got the remote and I rewound it back. And you were like, oh.
Well, I knew that's not what you wanted. And you also expressed that I know that's not what you wanted. I know you expected it not to be in the intro. And then when you saw it in the intro and once you saw the other girls' intros, it felt like you was it felt like there was a jab there. There was something there behind. There was a message there because out of all the bells, nobody is clapping nobody's clapping their cheeks or doing anything that's kind of like frowned upon. Everybody's kind of, to your point, striking a pose and doing their thing. So you being, considered the Hasidity one or the one that holds themselves, with the most
higher standards, I guess, if you want.
So yeah, I was shocked too.
And the thing is, everybody's saying, oh, well, it showed your fun side and it showed that, somebody used the words that it humanizes you. Like, what? Yeah. Have I not been human?
Right.
But
that's weird.
It's not a matter of it showing my fun side or whatever anybody else's opinion of me. Yes, it was cute or it was funny. But the point of it was I requested for it to be removed. There were so many other options that it shouldn't have ever been considered. Right. Now, if that was that
goes back to the point where I was saying it felt vindictive. It felt like there was a jab thrown.
You think so?
Yeah, because like you said, there was multiple. I was there with you that day.
Yeah, you were there when I
was. Is this not calling out production? So Willie says that he feels like Akeisha. Hold on, let me show y'all what I'm talking about real quick. So a lot of y'all probably don't watch Bell Collective to know what the opening credits are looking like. So I want to be off of this app, y'all. What you call this app? This Twitter app. I will be soon for sure. It's some kind of new app they talking about out there. Okay, so okay, Let me share this screen. Okay, y'all see it? This is what she's talking about. She didn't like that. I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was cute, but I do understand the fact of no one else is doing anything like that. So it does kind of look off. It does look off. It looks off even to the viewers because the people was like, Akeisha, what is going on here? So it did look off to the viewers. And we ain't gonna sit up here and act like it didn't. Okay. So let's go back to them. Let's go.
There was multiple, we did a whole hour worth of intros for them to pick from. And you chose the one that was technically off air. You know what I mean? The one that you was kind of waiting for production to get their things together. Yes. You chose that one. So how did the one that was kind of put out the box, put in the box and chosen for the one to represent you? So it felt like there was a jab there. There was a message sent. And that's how I perceived it because it doesn't make sense. It's one thing if you see Selena and she's shaking. It's one thing if you see Letitia doing something. It's one thing if you see Latrice and Gucci and you guys are all dancing. And I'm like, well, there's a theme there. There's no theme with it. There's just, you're the outlier of the group doing something that we know you don't do on air that kind of, represents your storyline or what you represent. So yeah, it feels like a jab.
Yeah. And I really, like when I kept thinking about it later, I was like, even if they use that, let's say if they thought that was cute and they wanted to humanize me or, like people are saying, now when you watch the show, when somebody talks about somebody or brings up somebody's name, they'll put like a cute little, put the person up. Like when, for instance, when Gucci mentioned Selena and then they had Selena coming on, giving that sexy little like, yeah, boo, bitch, you talking about me. Like, I thought that was so cute. I was just like, oh, okay. Because then, it went along with it. So just say if somebody had said something about me or was, talking about me and then you had me like, okay, I would have laughed at that. But the opening of the main title, main credits of the show, you have me sticking my ass out, shaking it, and licking my tongue out? No. So anyway, we're not going to dwell on that, but I ended up looking at the episode later because I could not get past my disappointment and them not honoring my request and changing that to something into something else. So, the show opened with Letitia and Latrice talking and, I guess trying to make amends. I was surprised that they never addressed what this little setup that they were trying to do with you.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, you were going to have somebody slide in your DMs and trying to come at you, trying to come for my man. Like, why? My man. I know, I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just dumb. It's dumb. It's a waste of energy.
But I want to know why. Like, I don't understand why people are not okay with a happy couple being on television. Yeah, I guess why is that so boring to you?
Because it's popular for people to have divorces and have messes within their relationships being put on front.
Well. That starts with your boss. It starts with your boss. It pays the cost to be the boss, and it starts with your boss, Akeisha. Absolutely, it starts with your boss. That's what your boss like to see. He like to see breakdown in folks' marriages and relationships. He like that type of stuff. Because let's keep it all the way 1,000. When Akeisha was on there with Nell last week, remember Akeisha made a little comment, okay? And what she's about to say is about to make total sense. If this ain't calling out production and calling out the leadership, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It starts from the top. It starts from the head. Blue Sky from original creator of Twitter. Okay, I'm about to do some little research on the blue sky. That sounds like a credit card or something, ain't it? I don't know. Never mind my business. Let's keep going.
Front street for people to pick and critique and dig. And I think anytime you do see a couple like us who's very honest and open about who we are and what we want to accomplish as a family and as a couple, I think it becomes somewhat retro in their minds. It becomes boring. And I think that's what how the world perceives a couple that's trying to do things together and strive and grab things together. It becomes like, oh, they must think they're better than everybody else. And it's weird because I think if anything, I'll say this. I know one thing we try to do is expose that we're not perfect with everything we do. I think we try to be honest about we go through our fights. You go through what you're going through with your menopause. I'm going through what I go through with being a retired athlete, a dad, and all my elements.
I'm still even searching. Like, I mean, you do your work, and I always, you want to talk about it, I always get on Willie about the blessing he has and being able to do what we're doing now, talk to an audience, to be on national television. But Willie himself is still searching to find the passion in something that he had for football. He loves what he does in the media, but he knows, or I feel like you think, that there's something else that you want to put your hands in along with what you do on media. And it is hard for him, and it was hard for him, and leaving something that he did for so many years to try to find a new lane. So anyway, these are things that we could explore, and we are open about whether you guys get to see it on the show or not. That's not our choice. Just like everybody told me in that thing, you got on this show, you filmed it, they can use and do whatever they want to. Well, we see that. So a lot of times you don't get to see some of these things with us, but what you do get to see, it is who we are. I am happy in my marriage. I love him. I don't know what you thought was going to happen if a girl slid into his DMs. And did you think that Willie is going to risk everything he has, his family life, his wife, his job, to go back and forth with some chick in his DM, somebody who, even if it wasn't connected to the people who were trying to set us up, if a chick decided to just out him and put that on Front Street, like we see each and every day on social media, it's really insulting to think that they thought you were that dumb, that you would fall for something like that. How do you feel about that?
They are dumb because I think they read the shade rooms and the ball alerts about athletes who get caught up and with their side pieces and get exposed. And, they shot one in the dark thinking it was going to hit. And it was just a poor attempt at it. So,
well, what I heard when I initially heard it, when Latrice brought it to me, so it was a tweet. Latrice and I were kind of going back and forth on social media from the previous season. And, I was telling them, because everybody was feeling like during the last reunion that I was coming for Latrice. I was, jumping on the Marie and Letitia bandwagon and coming for Latrice. And that was not the case. And that's what I was saying to Latrice when her fans, and she was kind of sending subliminal messages on the Twitter. And I'm like, hey, we discussed this. You want to grab onto this narrative or jump on the hate bandwagon to act like I was coming for you. I was not. I addressed her on what Letitia told me that Latrice at the time had done, which was try to pull my land rolls of all the properties I owned in Mississippi. She had told the girls, told Letitia, if there's anything you want to know on Akeisha, I have some on her. She doesn't have this. She doesn't do this. And I did not understand that, because I will stand firmly on, I never, ever once came for Latrice. Now, I've commented on things that I heard, because she was saying that we were all coming for a marriage. I only commented on what I heard and things that we had to talk about when we were filming. And she knows that. I never got on the phone with any of the other girls to discuss her. So getting back to when we were at this reunion, I addressed her, and you didn't see all of it, about what Letitia had told me. So I thought it was squashed. We were moving on. Well, of course, things happen and you get through it. But then when the show airs, all of that comes back up. So during this time, the audience is watching the show and they're talking about, Akeisha's doing this and doing that. And so she was kind of tweeting and agreeing with them. So I was trying to clear it up to be like, okay, listen, girl, you and I have already gotten past this. So you and your fans need to back off, because I'm thinking we are good. And I explained to them what Letitia had told me. Well, in this tweet, Latrice says, well, basically, like, while Letitia's out here, she said something about a dog that carries a bone. You should know a dog that brings a bone carries a bone, and da-da-da-da-da. And did Letitia tell you about how what her and Glenn had done, basically, and it was big. So I sent the Michael Jackson emoji when he's eating the popcorn. I was like, ooh, I can't wait. Well, off of that, Latrice and I got on the phone after we had that tweet, and we stayed on the phone about an hour talking about everything. And that's when she told me, she said, Letitia's telling you all of this of what I did, but did she tell you that she and Glenn were trying to set up Willie? And I said, set him up for what? And she broke it down, how they were going to have either Latrice's niece or somebody's family member to slide into Willie's DMs and try to talk to him. And then she was like, oh, I wish my husband was here talking about Cliff, because he would tell you. And I said, girl, you don't have to tell me that, because I believed what Latrice said. But I also knew that they were not cool at the time. And so each of them were telling on each other. They were telling, Letitia was telling what Latrice was doing, and Latrice is telling what Letitia's doing. And I knew that we were going to get a lot more of that as long as the two of them were feuding, because they had done too much, like I say, conspiring, plotting, all of these things together that nobody knows but the two of them. So cut to back to where we are now. When that was confronted on episode 1, Letitia wanted to move forward. Well, we've all said things to each other. We've all hurt each other. And I just want to move forward. When we got to episode 2, the opening of episode 2, why, if you felt that was not the truth, and I'm talking about Letitia, why wouldn't you guys do your kumbaya? And then you look at Latrice and say, "Now, girl, for real, why did you tell that lie? Why did you tell Akeisha?"
I told y'all that. I said that last week. I said, y'all, I believe Letitia did say it, because why did she not bring it up when her and Latrice? Did I not say that to y'all last week? I said, it's very strange that she didn't bring it up at the table. The table scene between Letitia and, Lord have mercy, between Letitia and Latrice was after it was brought up at the big table when they was all talking about it in the first episode. I literally said that. I was like, it gives me you said it, because if you didn't, you would have checked that in. Ooh, child.
That Glenn and I tried to set you up. Well, she didn't do that because she knew that it was true. And not only was it true, all of them were trying to set Willie up. So back to where we are now.
Yeah.
In this episode 2, when we went on to, I think we went to the photo shoot about with my pajamas. I listened to her. And of course, I'm going to move forward because nobody wants to continue to watch something drag out. But I never believed her, because I knew that when Latrice told me in that moment, she was telling the truth. And everybody, asked me, I did an interview not too long ago, and they were just like, well, Letitia's trying to get everybody together, and she wants everybody to get along and this and that. And nobody is seeming to just, listen to her and do. I said, well, you're not going to be able to get everybody together if the person who's trying to get them together you don't trust. If you don't trust the person who's trying to get you guys together, she's not going to be able to make any impact. And I don't care how people skin and grin in her face. None of them trust her.
Yeah.
Baby, did y'all hear that? Baby, listen. They is spilling the tea, honey. They is spilling the tea. But I truly do believe, because I said that, I was like, if Letitia wanted to confront Latrice about it being a lie that she allegedly, and you're not about to forget that. You're not about to forget about a plot that someone says is that you created to try to tear somebody else's marriage down when yours ain't even on solid rock. It ain't on a firm foundation. But you got the nerve to wanna do the child. Now, I believe in tonight's episode, because they released the clip of tonight's episode of Bell Collective. Okay. Hold on. Oh, sorry guys. Let's see. Let's see. I think OWN released a thing, but the problem is, I think it is mainly about Letitia and Glenn. I think is what I saw. I think I saw Letitia post that. Hold on. I appreciate y'all for being here. Can a few people that's here, can y'all help us get to our goal, honey? Can y'all help us get to, we 35 short from our goal. We almost done. We're almost there. $5 Fridays. Woohoo. I said $5 Fridays. Woohoo. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Uh-oh. I forgot I had this connected to my Bluetooth. Okay, here we go.
Because this is a great deal. Okay, just not right now. I don't think it's a good move right now. I got a net in my eye. They steady flying around like, come on, you got to let me be the man. You can't be the wife and the husband. I mean, you should come talk to me. We should make a decision. Both of us agree upon. Then we move forward. We need to move at each other's pace. I think you're just fast tracking along right now. Tell me why not. Make it make sense. Just if you tell me why not. I want to hold up on this land. I do have a really, really specific reason. Oh. Why I want to hold up on this land. Are you finna surprise me with? Yeah, you most definitely gonna be surprised. If I purchase the land.
Now, Letitia thought she was about to get. She thought she was about to get a gift for some land, but now Glendale about to tell her he quit his job. Job. Hold on, let me see. Do we still know what? No. I never told y'all these brunches. I guess I don't know. I don't know what her career is. I really don't know what what she be doing. Thank you so much, Seafood Black and Mild. Thank you, I appreciate it. Not Seafood Black and Mild, okay? That means we $30 away. But Akeisha is Letitia in a different body, in my opinion. You think so? So you saying in other words, you can see straight through Akeisha. That what you saying, Nanette? That what you saying? I will agree. I think she's a flip flop, but I will say that I think that she's a flip flopper, but I think I like her and Willie's marriage. I say I think, but they seem to have the most solid. And after listening to that little snippet, I think that they have a pretty solid marriage. Not saying that they don't have anything going on, but I feel like it's pretty solid. And that I do like to see. But I have always said, I really hope Akeisha does not let Carlos come in and destroy that. Because he don't have no problem doing it with everybody else. Including Letitia. Sitting them telling Letitia, girl, sitting them telling Letitia, doing a paternity test on a 7, 8, 9, 10-year-old little boy. Yeah, girl. No. And my thing is this right here. I understand coming at a fan base that really puts money in you and your cast pockets. And the reason why I say that is because without them, without YouTubers, content creators, with all these people already trying to like review the show to try to help you get viewerships and try to help you get to where you need to be, it just is wild to me that you come out and want to disparage a fan base when you need the viewerships in order to keep renewing these contracts. Come on now. You can't renew no contracts for no viewerships. And let me tell you something. Them people over there loving Mary Trumpsville ain't gonna let you play with their check. Yeah, they ain't getting paid no $250 an episode. No matter how we don't like them, or no matter if we do like them, they getting a coin over there. At this point, they're 9 seasons in. Technically, ain't no 9 seasons, but they 9 seasons in. Thank you, Aunt Nettie. Come on, shits and giggles. I know that's right. Yeah. All right, so that means we 25 away, y'all. 25 away. $5 Friday. So that means 5 people in the chat, and it's 108 people in here. 5 people in the chat. Bless the platform with $5 will be at our goal. And I think I saw somebody, I don't know if this was this live or my previous live, somebody said, can they give super chats and super stickers? Well, I don't think y'all can see the little icon down at the bottom. I've tried. I don't know what's the problem with that. I see the little gold thing up here, but when I go to my YouTube studio, everything is toggled on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening. You have to go in into it with an agreement or not. It will destroy you. Yep. I don't know. This stuff is crazy to me because It's a pattern. It's a pattern, Carlos. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. Monique done called it out now, and it's fresh. It's making its rounds. It's most definitely making its rounds about Monique. Now, I don't know. I still stand 10 toes down that I feel like Monique leaked that story about her marriage. And maybe she leaked that story about her marriage so that she could get out of a contract or get out of whatever she was doing with Carlos King for season 2 of Love Marriage DC. I mean, I wouldn't put that past her. I wouldn't put it past her. And I honestly would understand that if you was trying to figure out a way, to avoid signing a contract or being in a contract, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. I'm sorry, y'all, but I do believe she planted that story, and I think that that's what it is. Can I tell you? If so, how? Let me put my email in here. And thank you. Thank you. You have to keep an eye on Akeisha. She is a flip-flop. I agree. And she thinks she's better than the other ladies. Her and Willie's relationship is good because she's never at home, or he's never at home. And she's with the kids. Okay. I could see that. I do think she's a flip-flopper. Because I also said this last season, to me, and this is just for me. To me, here we go with this addressing things that happen off camera. For me, I do not agree with them addressing anything that does not make the show or is done off camera, because it never comes off in an authentic way. It looks like Latrice but Letitia and Marie was after Latrice so hard last season. It did look like Akeisha was jumping on the bandwagon coming for Latrice. Now, I'm not saying that she didn't really have a reason, but we don't know what that reason was. So to us, it looked like you were jumping on the bandwagon because we did not see what it is y'all had an issue with. And she specifically said that it was some stuff that she found out either a couple of days before they filmed the reunion or maybe the day that they filmed the reunion. She says that she had just found out the information. So then I get back to this. Then I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro. Okay, let me see what Cece said. It seems like these couples or friends don't establish their internal rules of engagement with one another before signing that reality TV contract. Yeah, I can agree. Who was it that was saying that the cast of these shows? That's what Nene was trying to do with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Remember, she said that they were trying to do things behind the scenes to help each other. You know what I'm saying? So they would have meetings prior to the season happening. And I get it. You have a show to produce. But I feel like if all y'all hang out off camera, because from my understanding, they saying that all of them is pretty much hanging off camera as if they real good friends, real good Judies. And I get it, it's a different time from when they was filming, but then it just makes you think of stuff like Marie and Latrice. Y'all hanging out, but on the show, y'all don't do nothing but literally come out of each other's neck for 4 seasons straight. And I'm tired. I'm tired of them too. I really am, and I like Latrice, but I'm tired of it. If y'all ain't gonna fix it, get off of the show. Who wants to keep talking about the same thing over and 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 over again? You did this to me. You did this to me. You did that. You did this. You did that. That you did that. You did that. You did this. You did that. You did this. You did that. And it just becomes repetitive with them too. I'm tired of seeing that. I'm tired of seeing that. Y'all, now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was I was on Instagram and I saw, hold on, I saw that they possibly are filming for Bad and Bougie. Yeah, y'all heard me. I heard through a reliable source that Bad and Bougie is currently filming, which I knew was the truth anyway, because they had got renewed for another season. Now I don't know when it's gonna come out or nothing like that, but yeah, and I heard that most of them are coming back, but they have added 2 new people to the cast, and I heard that there could be allegedly a possibility that Nivea will be on this season of Bad and Bougie. It's allegedly what I heard. So this is gonna be interesting, child. It's gonna be very much so interesting. But I think all of the other ladies are coming back. Goshay, Malaysia. Malaysia is another one that I think Carlos got hold of. Malaysia is another one. Malaysia will be coming out talking about Carlos soon too. And I'm telling you, mark my word. Malaysia came over there from Basketball Wives. She left Basketball Wives because she ain't want to be in no hot seat. She ain't want to take accountability for what she did. So Malaysia went round there to the new show, okay? And then I'm kind of wondering too, girls, you getting paid crumbs over here on WeTV? WeTV don't provide them all that. WeTV, if y'all think OWN ain't paying nothing, do y'all think WeTV is? Come on, bro. I think them people said that them folks on them other shows, they barely make anything. Okay. They more so on that network for the exposure. But I heard they do not get paid a lot on WeTV. So I'll be wanting Malaysia. Again, Malaysia gonna be another one. She's gonna be coming out talking about Carlos. But anyway, Princess is back. Princess was a producer on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Goshay, Malaysia, Tamika Foster, and Neo's ex, Crystal. Nivea, and then I don't know who the other person was. I'm trying to remember. Was I told who the? I don't think I was. I would have remembered it. He also tries to build up the weakest link, and he gasses them up. Yep. And why allow these other people to lead these shows? And you know when they leave these shows, number one, because of the amount of money that they were making, that they're going to be vulnerable. Like, come on. Like, they are literally vulnerable. Everybody that he has come in contact with after leaving the show is vulnerable. Regardless of what we feel, Monique was vulnerable. Monique had a fan base on Potomac. Monique had a fan base. And so with Monique having a fan base on Potomac, Carlos thought that was going to roll over and translate well into Love and Marriage DC. But Love and Marriage DC did not portray Monique in a light. It did not portray her in a good way whatsoever. It also, in my opinion, made it look like what am I trying to say? It made it look like Monique was throwing people under the bus and then not being. I don't like the way she did Winter. I do not like the way Monique did Winter. So if that's the way it came off on camera, that's what we got from Monique. She didn't look like the anchor of the show. And she also said, I don't know if y'all heard this, she also said that it wasn't even supposed to be Love and Marriage DC, y'all. She said it was supposed to be another standalone show that was hers. But then you heard Winter say that, I can't remember if Winter said it was the first, I think it was the first season, that remember Mel was supposed to be helping them out on Love and Marriage. Y'all remember that? Carlos moved like a snake, honey, because these people is talking. He definitely missed the opportunity with that one. I didn't want to see no. Honestly, I wouldn't mind DC. I'm with Winter on this one. I wouldn't mind DC having like a Bell Collective DC, because it's something about putting these marriages on TV, on reality TV, if we're going to keep it all the way 1,000, wow. Having these heterosexual men and these marriages, the men, in my opinion, do not respond to television well, which is why somebody was saying, wasn't it Marquez that was saying in that interview, Carlos, you need to get some real men on these shows. They're not finna put over nobody like no damn Carlos King. Is you kidding me? So I feel like there's it shouldn't be a space for these love and marriage franchises. I'm just being completely honest, because it's either we're going to see something break down or we're going to see something be built up, and the chances of us seeing something built up is definitely slim to none. So if it was me, let's just say I was producing something, I would literally produce a show with, just like Bell Collective, and I would eliminate the men from being so involved in the women's business. So I would have liked to see that. Like, I wouldn't mind like a Monique and a Winter. I wouldn't mind a Monique, Winter, Ashley, a Raina, Joy. That would have been like a dope cast if we would just focus on the girls versus focusing on these marriages or focusing on what they had. So again, considering that it was Love and Marriage DC, I just think it should have been something different, like some sort of Bell Collective. Not saying take the same name, because I would feel some type of way, or Bell Collective DC. I don't know. Just my thoughts. What y'all think? Do y'all think a Bell Collective based show would have been better for DC versus versus his Love and Marriage franchise? Monique was stirring up a lot of BS on DC, and she hoped to be the HBIC, but it didn't work in her favor. That's what Carlos wanted her to be, though. That's what Carlos told her she was going to be, and it didn't flow, you know. But what do y'all think? Do y'all think that there should have been like a Bell Collective DC, or do y'all think bring Love and Marriage DC back and just cast the show? I think the Tylers are still interested in filming. I don't know about the Silvers. I don't know about them, and I don't know about Joy and them either. I'm pretty sure if the Tylers are gonna do it again, if they reach out to Joy, I believe they'll do it again too. Joy and Clifton, or Cliff, whatever his name is. Yes, or like a Blood, Sweat, and yeah, something different. It did not need to be, in my opinion, a Love and Marriage franchise. And I honestly think also Detroit is not it. Now, what I will say would steal these franchises is, and I've said this a number of times, but if Huntsville is going to be on, if Huntsville is going to be on, I don't agree with a Love and Marriage Atlanta, because I do feel like, regardless of how we feel about that Huntsville cast, that would be a slap in their face, in my opinion, right? It would be a slap in their face, because if you're going to go to Atlanta, you're going to get some known couples, which then, in my opinion, it would take the shine away from Huntsville, which is your original city, right? However, I think if Huntsville was maybe on a break, a long break, a long break, then you could do that. But I do think it would be taken away from them if you did a Love and Marriage Atlanta. Because I keep seeing people say that. I can do without the Silvers. I don't think Quick wanted to film anymore. A lot of women in the DC are very independent and successful. Absolutely. I'm gonna tell you who I like. I like Karen's friend, Miss Vivian. And plus we know Miss Vivian. They say Miss Vivian got the coins brown there in Potomac or wherever she at. She got the coins brown there. I just don't think she has time to film the show. Or maybe she just don't want to be a part of the mess. But she's filmed a couple of scenes with Karen. And I want to see boss women like that. Like, you know, like on these reality TV shows, we also talk about these nonprofit organizations and what they do for these nonprofit organizations. And in my opinion, I would want to see that in a standalone show. Give me something like that. I don't always want to see no mess or negativity. I don't. I'm not one of them people that watch Bad Girls Club. I never really watched Bad Girls Club. My sisters and them watch that, but I didn't really watch that type of stuff. I don't watch that Ratchet Zeus Network stuff either. Like, I ain't never went around at the Zeus and paid for a Zeus subscription and never have a desire to do so. Yeah, I don't have a desire to do so, but I just think it's a lot of this stuff. You might well go on to take round of the zoos. Child. A lot of women, okay, I read that one. Carlos thought that he could do Potomac better than Love and Marriage and was failed attempt at that. You heard what Monique just said. She said the show was unorganized. Yep, you got up and you wait. Don't lie. Yes, you do. You like Lemmy. Oh, baby, please. I don't do Lemonade Plumber, aka Squidward. You have up and coming politicians, influence, etc. DC had major sports teams, so there's girlfriends, wives, etc. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Absolutely. And also too, Monique deserved executive producer credit. Here's why she deserved it. She casted your entire show, so it wasn't anything that you really had to do. You don't meet with your cast. I'm probably sure you didn't meet with them people either. You know, you can't tell me that man don't look like no damn Squidward. Yeah. Y'all, we $15 away from our goal. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Come on, let's get it. We $15 away. CK is ungrateful. I mean, I think had he done Monique right, he probably really would have had a good show. He would have had a good show. And when I was there, Black and Miles, when I was there, I can attest to what you were saying. And there's a lot of people like there in law enforcement. It's a lot of people like, give me a mix of people. Give me a mix of people who are really out here doing it. Regardless of how I feel about these Bell Collective ladies, they out here getting it, including Marie. I can say I don't like Marie all day long, but one thing I can't take away from her is the fact that they out here getting it. They actually really do have real businesses that they are out here striving to grow and to really do something. So I like that. I want to see that in DC. It's so many business people in DC. You know what I want to see? Since the people are always saying, baby, is you high? Weed is legal down there. Why we ain't seeing nobody run a shop? Wendy and her husband got a dispensary shop. Why we ain't seeing nobody down there get in that arena? Cause that's what they say the money at anyway. The people gonna always want to smoke a little reefer or eat a little reefer. You know, eat them a little bite. So I would like to see that. It's real life, y'all. It's real life, right? People do it. Ain't nothing you can do to stop them either. So I would have loved to see realistic stuff like that. Shoot, child, I would love to see it. Eddie Acefa literally turned lemons into lemonade. Shout out to Mama Joyce. He literally turned lemons into lemonade. That girl lied on him talking about he was trying to flirt with her, calling him Happy Eddie. That man literally took Happy Eddie and made him his own reefer line. That man took that, them calling him Happy Eddie. He took that and made an entire business out of it. Which is why I always tell y'all, baby, you can say what you want to about me. I'm going to get a coin out of it. Is be smart. Turn that thing around. Chef, not the reefer, baby. The reefer. My man Q is in DC. Your man headquarters is in DC and Arlington. I travel up there a lot. I love the vibe. And see, that's what I'm saying. Like, and y'all, I was in DC, what, 4 days, 5 days, 4 days. Let's see. I got there Thursday and I left on Tuesday. So 4, 5 days, whatever. And y'all, even just me driving around, it was freaking beautiful down there. Being around there at the like where the Capitol and all of that stuff is, being around in that area, you see so many business people walking up and down the street, and I don't know. DC was dope. I have to go back. DC was dope, and I cannot sit there. And plus, y'all, I'm a history nerd, so I'm trying to go to the civil rights. I'm trying to do all that stuff. I want to come back so I can go to the museums and go to a bunch of stuff. That I like that type of stuff, y'all. I am a history nerd. Okay, do you hear me? And so, but it was so many people who I just ran into just doing things that I just feel like we want to see it. No, y'all. I don't know, but what I do know is I think Love Marriage DC is coming back, and I don't know. I'm tired of these Love Marriage franchises. I love it, and when you come back, I'll join you. Man, listen, DC was it was good. If I had more time again, I would have really been able to enjoy myself. But I'm definitely coming back. I'm definitely coming back. Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Come on, y'all. We $15 away from our goal. Y'all bless the catch app. All right. $ Chef Don 2. We almost there. We almost there. $15 away. Okay. Now I don't know what So Gucci is talking about on this episode, but child, they got So Gucci and them up there too. So Gucci, Akeisha, and Whitley. It don't look like JJ was on there. It don't look like JJ was on there. Can I just say a couple of things, honey? Let me say a couple of things. Happy birthday to the queen of the Hammond organ. Baby, happy birthday to the queen, Twinkie Clark. Okay, shout out to Twinkie Clark. Happy 70th birthday, beautiful. I will always love me some doggone Twinkie Clark. Oh my God, I will always love me some Twinkie Clark. And happy birthday to the First Lady of the Church of God in Christ, First Lady Karen Clark Sheard as well. Y'all, everybody knows that Karen and Twinkie share the same birthday. So real love to Karen and Twinkie for their birthday today. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. JJ was on a separate part. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing. Damn Chef, you really love us to be here for 3 hours. I'm about to go. I knew it was a couple topics that I wanted to get off my radar today, but yeah, I'm about to go so I can go eat me something because I am starving. I am starving. I'm really close. Oh, let me tell you guys about the award show. All right. So the award show. The award show is still gonna happen, y'all. It just ain't gonna happen this Sunday. I'm sorry. It ain't gonna happen this Sunday. And I'm gonna tell you why. We will have another date. It's gonna be in December. And the reason being is because I am the only producer working on this project, and it has been tough. And when I say tough, it's been tough in a sense of editing this project to make it look really good. I'm not bringing y'all no half-stepping project. I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to be able to do that. And again, with me being the only producer, I do have another producer who is scheduled to come in and help me on Monday. So what we are going to start doing though, so that we are not blindsided for the date, we are going to start announcing some of the awards on Sunday, but the actual show will be rescheduled for December. And again, I gotta do what I gotta do, child. Whew. Because I think if people knew how much hard work you put into it, then they would really understand. It ain't an easy project at all. And I've been really trying to find another producer to help me, and I finally did. Shout out to him. He knows who he is. I don't know if he wants the world to know, but we have a new producer to help me on the project. And again, I just don't want to deliver no half-stepping project. This is my heart. This is something that an idea that I came up with, and I know for me, I want to put out a good project so that people are able, so that maybe it's able to be picked up. In other words, like picked up by another network, or picked up by somebody. So again, I just want it to be a really nice thing. Okay. And of course, IPV, I know you ready. You ready, Amy. You ready. But I will tell you guys, we will start announcing some of the other awards as far as the winners that are not going to be able to make it during the actual main show. Okay. So yeah, I'm super excited about it. We still have some performances that will be in the awards show. We still have some amazing things that we're doing. So yes. Oh, if y'all can change it, thank you. If y'all could change it to be announced in the for the mods, that would be great. So we'll be announcing an official date here really soon. I just don't want to have to reschedule it again, and so that's why we're just gonna put to be announced. Okay. Per. And it's a self-funded project as well. It's also a self-funded project as well. So it's been a little tough, honey. It's been a little tough. So IPV said I deactivate. IPV, are you in Patreon? Are you in my Patreon at all? If not, I'm figuring that out, because I am gonna need some mods for the award show, some temporary mods for the award show as well. So I got like a little sign-up sheet for that. So that way no one is coming in trolling. We're not accepting not now troll during the award show. But I can't put it on just subscribers only mode. You not? Okay. I want to get a hold of you some kind of way. Email me if you can. At thechefdondon@gmail.com. Email me if you can. And I'm just gonna send you all of the prompts. Because y'all will have Nightbot over on that page for assistance as well. So yeah. Okay, y'all. Well, listen. This has been a great live. This has been a great live. I am about to go. I don't know what I'm about to eat. I really don't. I don't know what I'm about to eat. Oh, before I go, this right here. Chef, I'm going to check out Real Housewives of Salt Lake City new show with real. Okay, wait a minute. I saw this. So is that a new show? Bravo got out. I think I saw that. It's a new show that Bravo got out. Okay, y'all. So the Atlanta Winter Wonderland, baby. This morning, which is why I could not go live. Send me all the info also. You just threw me in the okay, I will. I will. Okay, listen. This y'all, some of you may have heard of her before, but you often find her a lot of times, or you hear her on Queen Sheba's platform or Kicking It with Courtney's platform. But I have the amazing Estet Noir, who is being such a blessing to this Atlanta event. I can't thank her enough for, I ain't finna get emotional, but bro, I can't thank her enough. Y'all, Atlanta is going to be so good. Do you guys remember Johnny, who did Sweet Tea's wedding? And he is the one that Phaedra and Candy had to, or he sued Candy or whatever for unpaid wages. Y'all remember that? It was on the show. Y'all remember that, right? Well, he will be present. There's a couple of other people that will be present. Of course, my good friend Eric will still be present. Tyree will be present, which is the stylist. Well, he designed Sheree's real clothes. He's going to be present. We have some other amazing people that I can't say just yet that will be in the building, but this is going to be a phenomenal, and when I say phenomenal, I mean phenomenal event. And so I hope you guys get your tickets because we are going to have a blast. We were just talking today and just some of the amazing things that are going to take place that solidify. We're just going to have a good time. So get your tickets, okay? Get your tickets, okay? And we only have 2 VIP tickets left. So you better get your VIP ticket, baby. We only have 2 VIP tickets left. Can y'all believe that? Oh my God. That makes my heart smile. We are also looking for 4 more vendors. Okay. We are also looking for 4 more vendors. 4 more vendors. Okay. We already have 1. Candles. So if you do anything else, let us know. All right. And the attire is all white and you accent the white with silver. So, or some kind of way, just white and silver is the looks. Okay. White and silver is the looks for Atlanta. It's going to be so many content creators in the room that I'm so excited about. I hope I get to see Shay Renee again, baby. I hope I get to see Scotty is there. I hope I get to see so many people. I'm excited. I can't wait, especially to see Eric again. Oh my God. Eric is a key. Eric is a good time. DC has some of the best eating, sports, clubs, etc. Well, Mama Dama, I hope when I get back down there, I can do some good eating. I mean, me and Trendon, we went to a restaurant. It was good. I just feel like it was good. only thing I really didn't care for was macaroni and cheese, but the pork chops was good. And so, what else I had? I know y'all remember. Who remember? I had pork chops, mac and cheese. What else was it, y'all? IPV, I know you remember. What was it? Dang it. Was the green? No, it wasn't no greens, I don't think. I don't remember them greens. What was it? I can't remember. But anyway, only thing I really didn't care for was macaroni and cheese. And then I found out that they use it's like a 25 cheeses, macaroni and cheese. I was like, damn. Are you ever going to come to Chicago? I would love to vend your event. I hope so. We never know what's in store for 2025. I will let you guys know that the first part of 2025, I have a lot going on. I'm hoping to. A lot of people keep saying Chicago, so Chicago would be a great place. Now, some people be like, I don't be wanting to do Chicago. Um, uh, so yeah, so maybe Chicago could be in the works. We'll see. I know the West Coast. I owe the West Coast next year. I'm hoping around April, because again, January, February, and really March are gonna be like really busy months for me. Especially with me launching some new stuff. So yeah, it'll be some busy months. All right. Listen, y'all, I appreciate y'all so much for y'all support. I really do. I really, really do. Thank y'all. Shout out to y'all. It's been a great live. I enjoy it. Sometimes I enjoy the little small numbers because you can really have a good time with your people. So I appreciate y'all for being here and listening to me ramble. Okay. Anyway, y'all have a good Friday. Okay. I will see you guys in these streets this weekend. All right. Oh, Terry, before y'all go, I'm also gonna do I'm doing a retro throwback for, guess what? I bet y'all will never guess what show I'm gonna do a retro throwback on. Thank you, Simply Beautiful. It was some candy, and you sure right. Thank you, because I was sitting over trying to remember what else did I have on that plate. I'm finna go look at my pictures. Terry put the eyes in here. Okay, I'm thinking about going back and recapping Preachers of LA and Preachers of Atlanta. I'm thinking about it. And then I also think I wants to go do Mary Mary too. Mm-hmm. Y'all, Mary Mary was a crazy show, bro. Mary Mary was a crazy show. Now I'll go back and look at it. It is hilarious to me how they did Mitch. Boy, that Gugu and that Mitch wasn't gonna never mix. Gugu and Mitch and all of them. Mitch and Tina, Mitch and Erica, and Mitch and Gugu, and Mitch and Warren. Y'all remember Mitch and Warren was always getting into it because Mitch thought he could talk to Erica any kind of way, and Warren was like, "Baby, no, you ain't. No, you ain't." Now, did you know that the CEO of Zeus also produced Mary Mary show? You know that? Did you know that? I think I'm gonna do Mary Mary first because I can get to the Mary Mary show versus I found a website that has Preachers of LA on it, but I think we do Mary Mary first. Let's do Mary Mary first because I can get to it faster. I think it's on one of them sites versus what's the other one? Preachers of LA. And Bridges of LA, they do like Love and Marriage Huntsville. Like when they put it on YouTube, you know how sometimes they have it flipped the opposite way around. I guess that's help prevent copyright infringement. But anyway, that's how I found some of them old episodes. So it'll give me time to find the episodes, and that's how we'll do it. Okay. And I don't know, I ain't gonna call them no retro throwback, but I'll figure out something to call it. You don't be teasing us. You know that you are busy. Now, don't be teasing us. No, I really do want to do it because I got to start bringing some new content, y'all. I got to start bringing some new content, and y'all know the church is home for me. It's like in my arena. So yeah, we'll do that. Anyway, y'all. Hey, Jasmine. All right, y'all. Hope y'all have a good one. If you did not catch this, just watch the playback. If you ain't got nothing to do, if you do, much love. Have a good evening, and I will talk to you.